Alexander Isak is training alone at his former club Real Sociedad amid uncertainty over his Newcastle future. He's apparently recovering from a minor thigh injury that the club says has kept him from travelling for their pre-season tour. It says talk of a Liverpool move has ramped up in recent days. talkSPORt's Alan Pardew reckons this will test the mettle of Eddie Howe.
These are the tests you get as a Premier League manager, wherever you're at the top of the league, in the middle or at the bottom. You're going to get tests, and Eddie's getting tested here by one of his main player. He's not going to get anyone who can do those numbers that Isak can do. So, you're going to have to spread it around.
Meanwhile, Benjamin Šeško seemingly on his way to England. Does he choose northeast or northwest? Well, we understand Newcastle do fear a Manchester United hijack for the striker, and talkSPORT's chief football correspondent, Alex Crook, says it does feel a little last chance saloon.
Benjamin Šeško is the last cab off the rank, isn't he, with Victor Osimhen off to Galatasaray, Ekitike to Liverpool. Number 9s are in short demands. We've spoken about Victor Gyökeres has obviously gone.
Meanwhile, Johan Wissa did arrive at Brentford's training ground this morning, but it's understood he won't train as he's frustrated at talks over his future. For all the latest transfer lines, head to our live blog at talksport.com. Elsewhere, Sheffield Wednesday have confirmed Hendrik Pedersen as their new manager. Earlier this week, the club confirmed the departure of Danny Röhl via mutual decision. And Scotland's Blair Kinghorn has been named in the Lions team for this weekend's third and final test against Australia. James Ryan's also in as James Lowe and Ollie Chesham drop out. The question everyone is wondering is, can the Wallabies stop a Lions whitewash? Well, former England and Australia head coach Eddie Jones says they'll be testing their emotional resilience.
I think the third game of a dead series is always really interesting because it becomes a one-off game, and it's how you can get your team up for the performance. For the Lions, it's a bit of a free hit. They can go out there and really not enjoy themselves, but, take the game by the scruff of the neck.
Remember, it's live on talkSPORT on Saturday morning.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Drive on talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein, and look who I've got opposite me on time. By the way, I hasten to add, it's Gabby Agbonlahor.
The feeling's like, wow.
I was early.
Were you early?
I was early,
made up
mate.
for yesterday's hour and a half
I didn't like
late.
it, mate.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, I got in a bit of trouble, didn't I?
No, you didn't.
I did.
Who with?
Management?
You didn't.
Nah.
Right, Jingo, we've got a show for you this afternoon after David Moyes admitted Everton aren't ready to start the season. We'll be asking Everton fans how worried they are as they move into their new stadium. I'll tell you what, we have got a great show, actually. We saw North London Derby in Hong Kong today, ahead of Arteta's sixth attempt at winning the title with Arsenal. Would he be forgiven for not winning the league this season? Former British and Irish line Ben Youngs will be joining us on the show, and Newcastle fans, we need to hear from you. What do you make of Isak training on his own, his old club, Real Sociedad? Is he lowering his asking price? All that, plus we'll be joined by Nine Balls world champion Fedor Gorst, and YouTuber and West Ham fan Jackmate is on the show as well. Jackmate. So drive into talkSPORT, you can get involved 03717 223344.
The name's Bond, James Bond.
How are you, Gab?
I'm very, very well, mate.
Before we start today's show, I just want to get your view on something. I noticed this yesterday.
Oh.
And it's about Dell, who used to be part of Drive Time. Dell the back, who's upstairs now. He works on the sports bar. And I saw something on him yesterday, and I was like, what are you doing? Right? Yeah. And it went sort of global in the office, right? When nuclear. Really? I thought I'd get your view on it.
Okay, go on.
Dell's a grown man. I don't know how old Dell is, but he's mid-20s, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. He's not 31. You just keep going for comedy value. He's about 28, right? He's about 28.
Yes, good lad.
Yesterday he was in the office and he had a pair of shorts and it was hot. It's fine.
Yeah.
On his shin, he had a plaster. And I went, what you
He
got?
cut himself.
I said, what's that for? He went, I cut myself. And I went, no grown man has a plaster.
Really?
Unless it's a finger thing, right? Unless it's either you've got something under your toes, right? Like you've worn a bad pair of shoes, it's giving you a blister. Or you've something on your feet. Who's putting a plaster on a shin?
Well, what if it's an open wound?
Well, sorry, they go to the hospital. If it's not closing up within about 4 minutes, you need to see a doctor, right?
So what's the issue though?
What grown man walking about with a plaster?
Yeah, if you need a plaster, you need a plaster.
No, mate.
What do
You
call
would
it,
have that, would
plaster?
you?
I wouldn't.
Would you call it?
I wouldn't. Plaster? What do you call it?
Plaster, same difference, yeah.
Not plaster.
If you had a cut on your arm,
Yeah.
it's the same. The arm is the same as the calf, right? Or the shin.
I wouldn't have a plaster.
There you go.
But is he being safe, hygienic?
Well,
Don't want
he's had it
infection?
on for 2 days. Now it's covered over, right? So now it's got a scab.
Has he got it on today?
Yes.
He's still got a plaster on?
Yes. Wrong,
Yeah,
right? It's
It's
weird.
a bit much, mate.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
Grown
yeah.
ups. Kids, I
Yeah,
get
but
it.
sometimes, though, adults aren't grown-ups.
Well, Dell's not.
Exactly. That's the problem.
Sad, isn't
They
it?
don't grow up, mate.
Yeah. What age did you not have a plaster from? I think when you get in your teens.
15.
Yeah, you go. You don't need one. Right, we've got a busy show. Fedor Gorst will be joining us. World #1 in 9-ball pool.
Is that you playing?
I'm not playing him. I'm playing arguably the game's greatest ever player live on talkSPORT next Tuesday in the first round of Florida Open. I'm playing Earl the Pearl Strickland.
And you're gonna win two racks.
I've got to win 2 racks, but I was watching YouTube of him last night from last year's US Open, and in his first round match he didn't miss a ball. I think he missed 2 balls. And he's frightening. He's 60 years old, by the way.
Yeah, but you sent me some videos yesterday.
Yeah.
And you were doing well, mate.
I'm okay. I'm okay, but
you're doing well.
Thank you. But we're talking about one of the. There's 2 great players ever.
Okay.
Right? Efren Reyes and Earl Strickland's the other one. So we're talking about one of the game's greatest ever players.
Yeah, but Paul, you can sort of.
No, you can't sort of. You can't. You can't, mate. You can't. You've got to be a
I'm
talent.
decent at pool. I can't even hold a cue properly.
No, don't eat decent. Anyway.
Goldstein is bottling his big chance under the lights in Telford.
He's going to get a whack from me, that fella, honestly.
So you go in there and you play one game and coming home?
No, I'm going. Me and Ryan are going. Ryan Bryan.
He loves a trip, doesn't he?
He loves other trip.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're going. We go Monday, me and Ryan.
Okay.
Then we land Monday night, and then I play Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, and then
2 games.
Yeah. Everyone plays 2 games, and then
same person though.
No, different people.
You haven't mentioned your second game.
Yeah, because you don't know who it is yet.
Oh,
if I win my first round match,
I'll get it. I'll get it.
And then Ryan and I have got a week in Disney World together.
Lovely.
Yeah.
You deserve it, mate.
I do deserve it. Thank you, Gary.
Ray jars are up. You deserve it.
I should point out. Press stop. There you go. Gary's swearing on air there.
You got a joker. Oh, what a guy.
What's the matter with your potty mouth? You don't have that potty mouth on the breakfast show. Their numbers,
Sorry, mate.
Their numbers crumbling. Maybe you should do that to get numbers up again.
Shocking. No comment.
We got our numbers in today. Drive time up again.
Are you allowed to say that?
Am I allowed to say that? Of course I am. Up again. So big round of applause. Have you got any button that gives a round of applause noise, Jack? We got that because we can only do a show as good as we do it with your backing.
But
you, the listener.
I did hear the days that my
It's so hard, Jack.
The days that you and Bentley aren't on is when it's the highest.
No, you didn't know that. It's impossible to measure. I'd like to point out now that we are, if you go hour by hour, we are the most listened to show on talkSPORT. Breakfast will claim it's them, but it's a 4-hour show. So if you take a quarter of their numbers off, it's us.
Oh.
We are the most listened to show on talkSPORT.
I'm on the fence, mate. I'm on the fence.
How nice is that? The most listened to show on talkSPORT is Drive. Good work, everyone.
No comment.
Should we start the show on the most listened to show on
it.
talkSPORT? David Moyes is not happy with his side's transfer window. Are Everton fans worry with the new season just 2 weeks away?
The fans may enjoy more comfort and a better view at the new stadium. But the link with the history of this football club is here at Goodison Park.
I think Friedkin will be better than Mashiri. Yeah. I think they'll make sensible decisions, which will then enable them to invest in the team more.
We haven't got the opportunity to play our system, Keno's not been fit, so yeah, there's a few knocks and we're low on numbers in the squad anyway as it is.
And Everton fans have always been drawn back here, hoping things may be great again. It may take a new stadium to make it happen.
Yeah, Everton were beaten 2-1 by West Ham last night as part of the Premier League Summer Series in Chicago. It follows a 3-0 defeat to Bournemouth. That was over the weekend, with the new season just over 2 weeks away. The manager, David Moyes, he spoke to the media after the game, said he was concerned about the club's summer transfer window.
I have to say, when I came in January, I didn't think we were going to go and win the majority of the games and find myself, pushing up and finish above Man United and Tottenham and West Ham, etc, etc. I didn't see that. But it starts again, and we have to try and be ready for it. And at the moment, we're not ready for it. We're not ready to perform well enough in this tournament, and we're not ready to start the pre-season, start the Premier League season, I should say.
Everton have brought 2 players in so far. They've brought a striker in and a left back.
Yes.
And David Moyes has come out and said, we've heard bits and pieces, but they're 9 or 10 players short. They're not ready. Mm-hmm. Just over 2 weeks to go. I find it staggering that Everton have put themselves in this position. Have you?
Yeah, I think, first of all, when you look at their signings, Alcaraz as well was on loan. He's signed on a permanent, as well as an exciting youngster, Tierney Barry, his name is. Yeah. 27 million he signed for. He done decent last season.
22-year-old striker he is.
Yeah, done decent at Villarreal last season. Got 11 goals, 4 assists in 38 games. But he was only at Villarreal for 1 season, so they doubled their money on him, signing for 13 million the season before. There's a lot of pressure on him because you got Beto, who last season 8 Premier League goals. He's not really that guy, is he?
When Moyes took over and Beto started scoring goals,
but then he'll score, mate, and then you'll go a few without scoring. Yeah. And I think Everton's problems last season was goal scoring. I mean, you look at their goals, and the top goal scorer was NDI, who's now standing talent off the left. He scored 9, Beto 8, McNeil 4, Decore's left on a 3, Calvert-Lewin 3, Michael Keane centre-half 3. Yeah, only scored 42 Premier League goals, Everton.
Why are they not doing business? Because they will say Everton... I mean, they tried to get Liam Delap for a long time. He was never going to go there, right? With such a tiny release clause, he was always going to go to a bigger club. No disrespect, but he found one in Chelsea, of course. United, my club, were in for him as well. He was never really going to go for Everton or to Everton. I sort of feel that... I don't know why Everton aren't getting transfers over the line. They might say the players aren't out there, but you look at what Sunderland just did with Granit Xhaka.
Yes.
That's a perfect player for Everton, isn't it?
Is it wages? Because Decore obviously left because of wages. Yeah. I know he's 32, Decore, so maybe the length of contract didn't want to give him, but I was shocked that he left. But is it wages? Are they attracting the bigger players than they should be for where they are? Could that be an issue? Because there's players out there, like we spoke about in the meeting. Can you go and get Brownhill, who's left Burnley? Yeah. Can you go and get Hutchinson from Ipswich, who Brentford are interested in? Yeah. Used to be beating Brentford to signatures of Hutchinson, 35 million that Ipswich won. What about Dewsbury Hall? Not going to play much. Very Chelsea. Good player. I really like him. Yeah. He could definitely... I
mean, there's a few examples of so many players out there that Everton could be going in for.
Matt, I got the squad list before the show of their midfielders. I'm looking at them, I'm like, Idrissa Gueye, decent player. Alcaraz, they've signed. Garner. But they need more, mate. Even going forward as well. You've got Beto, McNeil, Barry, the new signing for Villarreal, and NDI. They need more. I'm looking at that. A few injuries. Patterson at right back. Your only cover is... O'Brien can play there, but Seamus Coleman, should he still be there? They need a lot of players in the door, mate.
We're going to ask Everton fans to phone up 03717222334. The question we're asking, are you starting to worry about the new season? What will Everton fans be thinking?
I think they'll be thinking goals, because only the bottom 3 scored less than Everton last season.
Yeah, that's a worry.
Brighton scored 66 Premier League goals, Everton 42. So you see the difference there. And no one in the Everton side got double figures Premier League goals. Okay. That's a bit of a worry for me.
Everton fans, are you starting to worry about the new season? We'll start with you. If you're a toffee, 03717222334. I'm going to tell you now, it's quite quiet because the football season's not started. A bit like yesterday when I said this, the phone lines went mad. So don't hang around, Everton fans. If you want to have your say on National Radio, pick up the phone. You'll be next. 03717222334.
na 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 na. Kill them with you now. Na 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 na.
Proper music, mate.
You listen to Driver Talk Sport, me Andy Goldstein, the singer Gabby Agbonlahor, Motorpoint, thousands of cars, all unbeatable prices, guaranteed. Head to motorpoint.co.uk for details. Still to come, we'll be joined by 9-ball champion Fedor Gorst. Just quickly, Sheffield Wednesday have appointed assistant manager Henrik Pedersen as the club's new gaffer. I don't know what's going to happen with that club. In tennis, Emma Raducanu continued to build momentum before next month's US Open by reaching the third round of the Canadian Open. And we are taking your calls on Everton. Everton fans, you're starting to worry about the new season. 03717 223344. Should we go to the phone lines, Gab? What are you doing?
Oh, sorry, I was dancing. Sorry,
do you dance when you go to night? Do you go to a nightclub?
Not anymore. When I used to throw shapes.
Did you?
Of course, mate.
You just look too big to dance.
Too stiff.
Pardon?
Too stiff.
Just too big.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You get to a certain height. What are you, 6'2"?
6'3". No, I'm joking. 6 on the dot.
6.
Yeah.
Is that what you are?
What are you, 5'9"?
5'4".
You've got bigger on TV.
5'11".
No, you're not.
I am 5'11".
If you're 5'11", I'm 6'5", mate.
Look at my hair. I'm about 5'3", but my hair's about another.
To be fair, I think my son's taller than me now because he's got an afro.
Oh my!
I know, it's terrible.
Do you think hair counts?
It counts, mate. If I cut my son's hair off, he'd be like a lot smaller than me.
No, but I mean, do you think hair counts for your height? I don't mean like in police records, but I mean if you said if your son he's got a big afro, right?
Big afro, mate.
If that afro takes him from 5'11" to 6 foot,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
If he claims
probably
he's 6 foot,
5'10" to 6 foot.
Okay. If he claims 6 foot, is he cheating?
Yes,
he's cheating.
I think your height's got to be from where like
the top of your head
bald head. What it would be?
Why?
Because it's not fair, is it?
Well, the top of me is the top of my.
It's not fair though. You got hair, I haven't.
Oh,
I want hair.
Yeah, I know you do.
I can't.
Would you ever have a transplant?
Don't start. I know you. I know you go in. Let's move on. Don't you? Don't do it. We've only just made up. Don't do it, Andy.
I'm not going there.
Okay.
Have you just made up with him?
Yeah. Forgive me.
How long ago?
It's gonna be over a year.
Can I tell the story but not mention names? We've got time. Yeah. Can I? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Gary, there's cameras and people can see you nodding and shaking your head.
Yeah, but maybe the people that are listening aren't watching.
We did a show years ago.
Yeah.
And I talked about your bald head, and then you told me a story about one of your friends had a wig.
I remember.
Right. And he stopped talking to you for a long time.
Yeah.
But now you've made up with him.
And he said he wasn't happy, mate. Wasn't happy.
Okay.
Sent an email into management as well.
Did he?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Can we get that and I'll read it out?
It's quite long.
Jamie's hair's not. Right, should we go to the phone line?
Quickly.
Are you friends with him though, yeah?
Yes.
I remember his name, but I'm not saying it.
James.
It wasn't James?
It was.
Right, should I say what I think it was?
No, don't.
Right, okay.
Don't. We'll get sued, mate.
You will, I won't.
And you will.
03717.
You was in the letter.
What do you mean letter? I wasn't a letter.
There was a
complaint?
There was a complaint.
Oh, I'd love to be in that.
And a threaten to sue if you
But
mention the name again.
Threaten to...
You can't do it, Andy.
Well, I'm only telling facts.
Yeah, but you can't, mate.
Okay.
You can't, mate.
I've got a new hair product coming out. Oh, that won't. Actually, he won't bother with that.
Quickly.
Dan is a toffee. Hello, Dan.
Good evening, Dan.
Hello, guys. You okay?
Yeah.
Right, mate.
What do you make of grown men putting plasters on their shins if they've got a little cut?
I was about to start with it. It's absolutely pathetic. He's a waste man, I'm telling you.
A waste man. I've not heard that in years.
And Gabby, to be fair, loved him as a player, but he's knocking around with fellas with toupees. Very suspect to me.
No comment, mate. No comment, mate.
Dan, careful. You opened up a
You'll
big
get a letter, Dan. You'll get a letter, mate.
But guys, just on Everton.
Go on.
It's pathetic. I mean, I'm a season ticket holder. I follow them all over the country. Since David Murray's come back in January, with goals haven't been a problem, believe it or not. Under Dice, we're averaging under a goal a game since Murray's come. We actually only probably kept 2 or 3 clean sheets in the 16, 17 games, but we were scoring 1 and 2s every game, 3, occasionally 3 and 4. But the business has been shocking. I watched the game last night. If I was an outside bet, tipping 2 teams to potentially go down, either Everton or West Ham, both of them were absolutely woeful. And I know it's pre-season.
I was going to ask Dan, do you pay too much attention to pre-season? I mean, Spurs beat Arsenal this morning. I mean, do you care about that?
No, it's one of them. The lads are there to get fit, but in the same breath, we need players through the door because David Moyes has said he wants 10 in. Well, when's the time going to be on the training ground to get to work with them? When are they going to learn the patterns of play? When are they going to learn the system? Because if we sign 10 in a week's time, they've got a week before the Leeds game, and it's like shoehorning 5 or 6 players into the 11.
Mate, I've got the squad list in front of me and asked one of the lads to print out for me. I'm still looking at it now, baffled, mate. I like the lack of depth.
I'm on hands-free gap, but you're looking at Pickford, quality goalkeeper, no problem there. Yeah. The 2 centre-halves, really, really good. I think talkSPORT should have had 8 more England caps. Superb centre-half, and Branthwaite as well. Mikalenko, good 1v1 defender, but offers nothing going forward.
Yeah.
Patterson stunk Everton out since he's played. Whoever signed off 16 million for Nathan Patterson shouldn't be working in professional football. Jacob O'Brien, he's done a great job at right back. He's centre half by trade. Then you go Idrissa Gueye, best player in the side last year. James Garner he's still got improvements to do, but he's okay. We've brought Alcaraz in, who we had last year anyway.
Good player.
McNeil, he's looked promising. I'm excited to see more of him next year. McNeil was efficient in terms of his games last year. Got 4 goals, he said, in assists, but he played about 17, 18 games last year. So, decent return. And Dyes is superstar. He won't be at Everton much longer. He'll be going for 60, 70 million pounds within 12 months.
Dan, let me ask you. Sorry, because I want to get through as many calls as I can. But do you worry that Everton might not start next season?
Well, without doubt, we need 5 or 6 players to come through. Yeah, right. It's shocking, Andy.
Dan, listen, I really enjoyed talking to you.
Mate.
We'll talk again when the league starts. But let me just get. Thanks, man. Let me get to Sam. Hi, Sam.
Good evening, Sam.
Hi, guys. How we doing?
Yeah. What do you make of grown men with plasters on their shins?
Yeah, I was going to say. I mean, well, what would you rather it do? Like an open wound, like blood pouring out of his leg?
No, but the wound's healed about 3 days ago, and he's still got it on.
How do you know, though? How do you know?
Well, because there's no blood coming out.
But he might have a bit of a weird thing going on with like his leg or his blood or something.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't. He's just still got plaster.
To be fair, he's got a three-day-old cut. Then yeah, he shouldn't be really wearing a plaster, should he, bless him? But
there you go.
It's one of them, innit?
What do you make of your team? What's going on? The last call, he just said he was worried about going down.
No, I mean, I don't know if you're not aware, but we're not a very well-run club, are we? You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know what the panic is. The Yanks have just come in. It's going to take time. It's obviously very hard to attract players to Everton, which Moyes is finding, which he's pretty much saying without really saying it. And unfortunately, we'll stay up again because there are going to be 3 worse teams than us in the league. Listen, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be pretty. But we've got enough. And with Moyes, you saw the effect he had on when he came in last season. Charlie Alcaraz, great signing. Listen, we're light. Of course we're light.
But isn't that going to be frustrating, mate, when you're moved into a new stadium, the excitement? You want to be going after a flyer?
Gabby, I'm an Everton fan. We deal with frustration every single day. We've done it for the past 5 years. This is, if anything, I'm actually quite optimistic. Like being, I don't want to offend anyone, but being a bit of a middle of the road, kind of a Palace, kind of a bit of a
Man United.
Well, we finished above Man United last season.
That's what I used them as example.
Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, well, listen, we ain't going to go down. We're certainly not going to win anything, but I'm just very, very happy that it's not going to be the stress and anxiety that we've had for the past 4 or 5 years. Because we've got more.
Oh, hold on. Let him finish. Sorry, go on, carry on, Sam.
Well, do you want me to just say again that we finished above United or not?
Take it on now. Listen, the more you mention Man United, right, the more I'll mention your mate who's got no hair.
Okay.
All right?
He has got.
Sorry. The more I mention your mate who hasn't got his own hair. All right?
The people that work on talkSPORT have got their own hair.
Listen, I don't have a problem with it. Right? I don't have that problem. But also...
Really?
I think it should be celebrated. Some of the coolest men on the planet don't have hair. Bruce Willis, Jason Statham.
Gabby.
I'm putting you in that.
I've got a little bit.
You haven't got any, mate.
Sticking up.
Yeah, you haven't got any. Sticking up! Sticking up! Which one? Let's have a look.
That one. See? I won there.
But you've got a good head. I'd look silly. You've got a good head.
Would you look silly?
Yeah.
Would you ever have a go?
No.
Why?
I'd look silly.
Have a go,
I've got great hair. Why
David Beckham's done it before. Why not?
Yes, but I'm not David Beckham.
Oh.
But I appreciate the comparison. Still to come, we'll be joined in just a moment by the 9-ball champion Fedor Gorst. But first, it's time for no Googling. We've been talking about Everton. One of their former players shares the record for the most red cards in a single Premier League season. Who is that player? I'll give you a clue. We've got 3 red cards for Everton. Not even in this century. The answer to that and more coming up live and drive. And 9 Ball Chat after this.
Alexander Isak is training alone at his former club Real Sociedad amid uncertainty over his Newcastle future. He's apparently recovering from a minor thigh injury that the club says has kept him from travelling for their pre-season tour. It says talk of a Liverpool move has ramped up in recent days. talkSPORT's Alan Pardew reckons this will test the mettle of Eddie Howe.
These are the tests you get as a Premier League manager, wherever you're at the top of the league, in the middle or at the bottom. You're going to get tests, and Eddie's getting tested here by one of his main player. He's not going to get anyone who can do those numbers that Isak can do. So, you know, you're going to have to spread it around.
Meanwhile, Benjamin Šeško seemingly on his way to England. Does he choose northeast or northwest? Well, we understand Newcastle do fear a Manchester United hijack for the striker, and talkSPORT's chief football correspondent Alex Crook says it does feel a little last chance saloon.
Benjamin Šeško is the last cab off the rank, isn't he, with Victor Osimhen off to Galatasaray, Ekitike to Liverpool. Number 9s are in short demand, as we've spoken about. Victor Gyökeres is obviously gone.
And Scotland's Blair Kinghorn has been named in the Lions team for this weekend's third and final test against Australia. James Ryan's also in, as James Lowe and Ollie Chesham drop out. Remember, it's live on talkSPORT on Saturday morning.
Listen, Drive and Talk Sport, me, Andy Goldstein Gabby Agbonlahor alongside. Before the break, I asked the question. It was about Everton, actually. One of their former players shares the record for the most red cards in a single Premier League season. Any idea?
Duncan Ferguson?
No. I should have written down a clue for you.
What year?
I'll give you a clue, right? What is it when you got no stubble, you are clean?
Shaven.
That's his first name?
Yep.
Right. And his surname is when you go at the end of a restaurant, you ask for the
bill.
Yeah.
Shaven Bill.
Yeah. And then when you want to scratch, you've got a
itch.
What's his name?
Shaven Bill.
Yeah, that's it.
Slaven Bilic.
Yes, is the right answer.
You are a clown.
Still to come, we'll be asking what?
You played for Everton?
Yeah, Everton, 97-98 season.
Wow.
Still to come, we'll be asking whether Mikel Arteta could be forgiven if he misses out on the Premier League title to Liverpool or Man City this season. But now, loyal listeners to Drive may know that next week, myself and Ryan Bryan are jetting off to Orlando. I'll be taking place in the Florida Open 9-ball pool World Championships. Not really World Championships. And now, last year, I was lucky enough to be invited by Matchroom to take part in the US Open. Then in May, I headed to Telford for the UK's. This time in Florida, I've been drawn against the man who many consider to be the greatest pool player of all time, or certainly in that conversation, Earl Strickland. Let's find out whether or not I have a chance of winning a rack or even winning the match as we look ahead to that championship and speak to the best player on the planet now as we say hello and good afternoon and welcome to Drive to Fedor Gorst. Hello, Fedor. How are you?
Good afternoon, Fedor.
Good afternoon, guys. Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear. How you look very well. I don't want to mention what happened to you last weekend, but you look very well, all things considering you got beaten in the final of the World Championships. How are you?
I'm doing good. Andy. You know, I'm back home, jet lagged, a little bit sick, recovering, getting ready to play Florida Open next week.
It was just a quick word about that. It was a nuts game. You both went through patches where you won like 5 or 6 or 7 racks on the bounce. How did you feel coming towards the end of it? Was it 15-13 you lost out in the end?
Yeah, it was a tough match. You know, I was down 9-2 in that match. Then I came back to 9-9, could have won that rack. Then I fell down 9-13, came back to 13-13, and I broke dry and never shot again. So it was a tough pill to swallow.
Well, let's quickly move on. We don't want to talk about that. Let's talk about the Florida Open. It's a brand new event, but it is taking place in the same venue that the Mosconi Cup took place in. As an event, as a place to play 9-ball pool, what do you make of Florida?
Yeah, obviously I don't have the best memories from that place from last year's Mosconi Cup, but I think it's nice that Matchroom is trying to grow pool in the U.S. You know, it's another major they're trying to put on the map. We have the U.S. Open, obviously, which is the biggest tournament in the United States for on tour, and now we have the Florida Open, which is going to be from the 5th until the 10th of August.
Andy's in great form here in the UK. He's been in outstanding form recently. How does he beat Earl Strickland? What sort of tips can you give him?
He doesn't.
Well, you broke up a bit there, Fedor. It sounded like you said he doesn't.
What about a rack? Can you win a rack or not?
Yeah, for sure he can win a rack. But I don't even know what are the true odds of him winning that match. You know, it's a long race. It's a race to 9 against the legend Earl Strickland. I mean, I would have to say somewhere, 100, 200 to 1 maybe.
Ooh, so you're saying there's a chance?
Yeah.
Let me ask you about Earl Strickland, because I think he's 60 years old, and if people don't understand too much about the world of 9-ball pool, there are two players that many consider the greatest ever, Efren Reyes and then Earl the Pearl Strickland. Would that be fair? Would you put him up there?
For sure. Earl won so many tournaments, especially in 9-ball. He is considered the best 9-ball player of all time. But yeah, definitely you can consider him one of the greatest of all time.
What are his weaknesses? Because I have noticed that he hasn't got the best break.
Well, obviously he is getting older. Pool is a younger game. I think the vision has to do a lot with it. Also, back in his day, I think the game was completely different. It wasn't all about the break, and the formats were different. Now we play on tighter equipment. The pockets are smaller. Also, just the level of other players evolving. We have so many good players now. Not saying that there wasn't at his time, but it was just a different competition back then.
What do you? I always question whether or not it's fair that it's winner breaks. What do you make of that rule?
I think it's exciting. Like I said, I was down 9-2 in the finals against Carlo. There's probably no way I'm coming back if it's alternate break. I think it's just more exciting for the fans back home watching on TV. Also, at the World Championships, we had a prize for the most consecutive break and runs, which Robbie Capito from Hong Kong won. I think it's a really good thing that they did that. Gives us an extra motivation.
Yeah. How many did he get? Because I'm looking to get 9 break and runs against Earl. How many did he get?
He only got 5, so you're good there.
Okay. What advice would you give me then? What would your game plan be if you played Earl? Obviously, you'd be heavy favourite, right? You're world number 1. But would you change your game? Was there anything you'd do differently against someone like Earl?
No. But for you, I mean, my advice to you would be probably get some hand warmers. You'll be sitting a lot. You'll be spending a bunch of time in your chair. So
good advice.
What about yourself, Fedor? Your matches against Franklin Hernandez, an All-American first-round match. Are you confident?
Yeah, I think they actually changed the bracket. I was supposed to play against Frankie, but I guess Frankie pulled out the last minute. And I'm playing against one of the best players in Latin America. I think I play a Dominican player. His name is Raulito Diaz. So it's gonna be a tough one. I think I will be playing on the TV table most likely, or maybe not.
Okay. Well, I'll be on that TV table. It depends how many racks I get off Earl, right? If the match carries on going, maybe they'll put you on an outside table, Fedor.
Yeah.
Tell me a bit about the 9-ball tour. You mentioned Matchroom and Emily, what a wonderful job she's doing promoting the sport and really, really pushing it. How big is American pool now, not just in America, but across the globe?
Yeah, it's growing everywhere. To be honest, it's growing absolutely everywhere. Southeast Asia is booming, especially, Vietnam, Indonesia, Philippines. I'm traveling to all those countries, and the game became so popular the last 3-5 years. But really, it's growing everywhere. I went to Russia, where pool is really, really small, and just because of TV and social media exposure, everybody is now trying to play and learn the game, and there's a lot of pool rooms opening. And I think all that happening is because of Matchroom's tournaments. They're everywhere, and everybody's following them. So I think it's definitely giving the right exposure and helping the sport to grow.
Where's your favourite venue? I've been told Vietnam's absolutely gorgeous to play.
Yeah, Vietnam is definitely my favorite. My biggest fan base is from Vietnam, and I just think the atmosphere at Hanoi Open you can't really compare it to anything else, because there's so many fans, and they're all so young, and they idolize the top players. It's a pretty cool environment to play in.
Fedor, listen, thanks so much for coming on. You'll be there. When are you playing your game? Is it on the Tuesday as well? Everyone's playing Tuesday, right?
Tuesday.
If we've got time before, because we're bringing a crew over from talkSPORT, if we've got time, can we film you and I playing a few racks?
You got it.
Is that okay? And how many racks do you think I'll get off Earl?
I think you'll get 2.
I'll take 2 now.
You take that.
I'll take the first 2.
Bet, doesn't it?
The first 2, yeah, that'd be nice. Fedor, listen, a real pleasure.
No.
I said 2. Not going to be the first 2.
22, we heard you. Listen, thanks for coming on. I can't wait to catch up with you. I can't wait for this game. It's going to be great. It's going to be live on talkSPORT as well, everyone, around about 4 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon. Fedor, for the time being, thanks for coming on, pal, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you, mate.
Yep, you're welcome.
Thanks, man.
Bye.
There you go. World number 1, Fedor Gorst.
Sounds like a good laugh.
He's a great lad. I've met him a few times. Do you know what's great is when 9-ball pool was around maybe 10 years ago, and you watched it on the telly, like Moscone Cup, everyone knows it. Everyone watched it, including me, and go, so easy, the pockets are so big, right? They've closed the pockets up quite a bit.
Have they?
Yeah, it's a lot tighter now. Okay? Players like that, when I watch players like that, they do not miss. It's like 9 balls on the table. They do not miss.
We're saying breaks and then done.
Break and run. It's mind-blowing, the talent they've got there.
So how are you going to get 2 racks then?
I've got to win the first
You got a break. Yeah.
Got a break. Yeah. You gonna watch it?
No, mate.
Why aren't you gonna watch it? It's gonna be huge over here. It's gonna be massive. A lot of people say it's the biggest match of the century.
Okay, I'll watch it.
If I win, it'll probably be
I'll
the
be
biggest
working
sporting
when it's
upset.
on. We'll get it on the big screen.
Where will you be working?
On Drive.
Oh, it'll be on Drive.
Exactly. I'll be
watching it. I'll be cheering me on.
I'll be cheering you on, mate.
Yeah, you're lying.
I'll put a bet on you to get.
Do you want me to win?
2 racks.
Do you want me to win?
Not really, mate. No.
You don't want me to win?
No, because you gave it the big one in darts and you got absolutely destroyed.
I didn't get destroyed.
Did you buy Natalie?
No, that was Benty.
Dean
Saunders, the eventual winner. I got beat by the champion.
He smashed you.
Actually, no, I got beat against Jermaine Pennant, who got beat in the final.
Yes.
How'd you get on in that?
I didn't get the shout.
What are you good at apart from football?
Gonna say running, but not anymore.
What sport? If you, I'll beat you that.
Paddle tennis.
Paddle,
yeah.
Although Benty told me, because I played with Benty not too long ago.
Oh, really?
And I said, you play with me and Gabby, who's better? And he said, me.
Did he? No chance.
He did.
I carry Benty.
We need to get a game where it's you and Simon Jordan against me and Benty.
100%.
We're going to do that. Okay.
I'm all over it.
Okay. When we come back, we'll talk a bit of EFL. We've also got, when we come back at 5, we'll be talking about Arteta's 6th attempt at winning the title. Do you give him a 6th? Do you give him a break if he doesn't do it? All that and loads more. Jack Mate's join us as well. We love Jack Mate. It's a busy show. Make sure you stay with me, Andy Goldstein Gabby Agbonlahor on Drive on talkSPORT.
Jermaine Pennant has made light work of Goldstein, and I can tell you there's some people here in the Mortan Bell who are celebrating far more than they should.
drive at talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein Gabby Agbonlahor on Mobile Point. New car, same day drive away available on all cars. Book a test drive today. Still to come, we'll be asking whether Mikel Arteta could be forgiven if he misses out on the Premier League title this season. Just quickly, we'll talk about this from 6. Alexander Isak is training alone at his former club, Real Sociedad, as the uncertainty over his future at Newcastle continues. We'll take calls on that from 6.
I've looked twice, I didn't believe it.
Nuts. That's it.
No
That's
words.
The beginning of the end, that is, right?
No words to describe it.
Man United have open talks. I'm very excited about this, with RB Leipzig over a potential move for Benjamin Sesko.
Isn't he going to Newcastle?
Don't think he is, mate.
Not
I think
going to get rejected again.
A lot of that deal, I'm led to believe, I mean, you'd have to be a brain surgeon, but if Sesko doesn't go to Newcastle, I don't know what's going to happen to Isak.
I think he still goes.
Do you?
Yeah.
You think Newcastle could start without a 9?
I think Newcastle look at other options.
Wow. Mm-hmm. That's nuts, isn't it?
Is there any? We're going to talk about it later. I don't think there's any way back for Isak now, to be honest.
No. I have to say, the way Liverpool have got their business done so quick. One day they were linked to Ekitike. The next day it's done. Literally the next day. Mind-blowing, that is.
Well-run club, isn't it, mate?
That is, I mean, that is, yeah. It's very well done. Right. It's the first day of the 5th test between England and India at the Oval. Sam Ellard can tell us more.
And we finally have some play resuming after a second rain delay. We've only had 30 overs on day 1. Bad weather around the Oval, but back underway. Can play till 7:30 this evening. India being asked to bat 87 for 3. Siddharth not out on 28. Karen Nair back in the team, has 2 to his name. After the rain delays, Atkinson has been England's best bowler, and Jamie Overton with ball in hand. The 3 wickets early on in the day. Jarspel went for 2. LBW to Atkinson. Wokes bowled KO Rahul for 14. And just before the second rain delay, England got the big wicket of Shubman Gill. He was run out by Gus Atkinson for 21. So rain's gone away. There is even the possibility of maybe some sunshine later on into the evening. We can play till 7:30. India 89 for 3.
Sam?
Yes?
Your voice sounds a bit husky.
Yeah, I had a stag do in Prague. Come back and can't really well, I can speak, but it's just a bit a bit sore.
Was it everyone?
You
got friends?
Yeah, I know, Gabby. Hard to believe, right? But yeah, I went away with a few of the boys, and it was a tough one.
How many people?
There was 8 of us in total. Went to Prague. Yeah, it was an absolute belter.
Would you have like 2 beers?
Did you get ID'd? So
yeah, they checked. No, they were really strong on that. Everyone in the clubs got ID'd.
What clubs? What clubs do you go to?
Well,
what are you laughing at? What clubs?
No, just a club with loads of music and,
loads of what?
And dancing and stuff like that.
Who was dancing?
No, just everyone in there. People that paid money to go in there. That was obviously just.
Where you talkSPORT gear?
They know you are.
I walked around with my talkSPORT microphone. Yeah, saying, do you listen to talkSPORT?
They think you're the moose.
Yeah, Mini Moose. They call me Mini Moose.
Get some Manuka honey down.
I will do, Andy. Thank you, mate.
Right.
Top man.
Right, it's time now for this.
Paddy Power on talkSPORT. Check out Paddy's latest offers on the Paddy Power app or at paddypower.com. 18 plus. BeGambleAware.org.
Yes, day 3 of Glorious Goodwood. Here with the latest news and all. Hopefully he's here. Yesterday he let us down. Let's find out what he was doing. Joe Logue from Paddy Power joins us. Hi, Joe.
Good evening, Joe.
Hey, lads. How are you getting on?
What happened yesterday? We were waiting for you. This is what I heard. This is what I heard in my ear.
Yeah, I had some tech issues in the office there. My laptop decided to restart and couldn't get online and stuff.
Have you not got a phone?
I'm here today.
You haven't got a phone? No, you can't do it on the phone.
No, I can't because I don't get the links to my phone. So
let's look forward, Andy, not look back.
Okay, yeah, fine. Okay.
Exactly. I'm getting a bit of stick here now. I'm kind of sweating a bit.
Right, this is what I got in my ear live, and we haven't got Joe. What do you mean we haven't got him? We haven't got him. Just move on, ad lib, and I was like, I've got to earn my money. Right, tell us what we can expect to see going forward, or we've seen going back. Over to you.
Yeah, so look, punters had a really tough first 2 days at Goodwood, but today's been a lot kinder to them. There's plenty of favourites obliging, and then we've day 4 tomorrow. So like looking at or listening to the cricket updates there, there's rain going around, and the rain at Goodwood has been absolutely biblical. The 155 Thoroughbred Stakes, look. The ground is really cut up. It was firm at the start of the week. Now it's going to be soft and possibly heavy, so it's going to inconvenience a lot of horses. And there's a short price favourite in this, Opera Ballo, and he just doesn't look like a horse that will enjoy soft ground. Neither will the second favourite, Cosmic Gear. They're taking up a real a big percentage of that market. There's only 2 places each way, but I'm going to take a swing at one, Diego Ventura each way. He's about 8-10 to 1 with us currently. He handles the soft ground, and while he has a bit to find on ratings, with the soft ground, it just takes the edge off those class horses. It levels the playing field a little bit. So he's very interesting to me. King of Cities is also in that. He handles soft ground. So I couldn't put anyone back in King of Cities or Diego Ventura and taking on the short price favourites at the front of the market in that. Again, soft ground angle here, the 305 King George Qatar Stakes. I was going to take a swing at one again for the same reason. 66 to 1 shot Mannequin. We're 4 places of Paddy Power, and basically, again, he has a bit defined on ratings, but there's very few horses in here that do handle soft ground. That's the angle again. The sprinting division in England and Ireland isn't very strong. There's no real standout horses, and the results can be a little bit all over the place. So big price winners of sprint races isn't unheard of. So I'm going to take a little chance. 66 to 1 Mannequin. That's after 150 to 1 winner yesterday at the Sussex Stakes. So these big prices do oblige, and hopefully he can do a little bit of a job for us. And then finally on Friday, the feature race at Galway, which is also going on this week. We're over to Ireland now, and it's been really sunny in Ireland as well. Usually it's the other way around, but the Blazers at 6 o'clock, never a dull moment for JP McManus. It's Goodwood and Galway this week, they are specialist tracks. You're looking for horses that do kind of handle it. He's a course winner. He won here last year over fences, and he won over hurdles. He looks like he has a little bit more to give off his mark of 125. He's around the 13 to 2 mark at the moment. I think he's a great bet each way. That's never a dull moment at 6 o'clock Galway tomorrow.
Joe, we lost you there. Can you just repeat all that?
You tried that one on me before, Andy. It's not going to fall for it again.
Okay. Joe, always a pleasure. Thanks for coming on. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, lads. Have a go and all the best.
You too. Thanks to Joe there. Remember, if you want to keep up with all the latest racing news, Paddy Power's From the Horse's Mouth podcast is available every week, and you can download the latest episode from your usual podcast provider now. 18 plus, begambleaware.org.
Paddy Power on talkSPORT. Check out Paddy's latest offers on the Paddy Power app or at paddypower.com. 18 plus, begambleaware.org.
Now from 5 over on talkSPORT 2, Dan Fudge is bringing you a brand new season of the EFL Fan Network. They'll cover the chaos at Sheffield Wednesday, the restart of League One, and last year's bottom of the EFL Morecambe suspension from the Football League. Here's a snippet from his chat with Dave Salmon from the Shrimps Verdict podcast, discussing the idea of Morecambe resident and former heavyweight champion Tyson Fury stepping in to save the club.
A lot is said about why doesn't Tyson Fury buy his beloved town of Morecambe Football Club, and let's be honest, Tyson does live in Morecambe. It's not a myth. It's not something for Netflix. He genuinely does live in Morecambe. He shops in the local supermarket. He runs down the prom every day, so he is seen around and about most days. But the reality of the situation, unfortunately, and it seems like a fairy tale way out, doesn't it? But regrettably, even though we could easily afford to do so, Tyson has absolutely no interest in anything to do with the purchase.
That sounds interesting. Do you think that someone in Tyson Fury's position with all that money should put his hand in his pocket to help out his local club?
No, I don't think he should. I think if he wants to,
of course,
and then he can. But people have come out with crazy stuff on the internet saying that, like, it's only 3 million, he's worth 100 and some. So doesn't mean that he should go and use that money for his local football club.
No, he's not a charity, of course not.
Of course not, no.
But at the same time, you know how important a football club is to your local area.
100%, yeah, but maybe it's not something that he's interested in. That's his choice.
No. You doubt that.
Would you? If he was in his shoes?
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah, if I had £200 million in the bank.
Okay, you would.
My local club are Leighton Orient, and they needed £3 million. And I think I'll heavily think about it. Yeah, I'm sure for tax reasons it won't cost you $3 million, right? You can write it off against something. I'm sure there's
probably
very clever people.
I would as well, but maybe
that's
Tyson
convenient
Fury's...
that we both would.
Yeah, we would, yeah.
But Tyson Fury wouldn't.
No.
Okay.
Interesting.
I think we'll leave it there. Otherwise, we'll both get beaten up. Right. When we come back, we will talk about Mikel Arteta. This will be his 6th attempt at winning the title. But do you give him a break because of just what Liverpool have done in the transfer window? Man City looks strong again. Arsenal fans, you lost the North London derby as well this morning.
Shocking.
To Spurs. Yep. Does a game like that in pre-season count for anything? 037172233 Tottenham and Arsenal fans, you're up next.
Alexander Isak is training alone at his former club Real Sociedad amid uncertainty over his Newcastle future. He's apparently recovering from a minor thigh injury that the club says has kept him from travelling for their pre-season tour. It says talk of a Liverpool move has ramped up in recent days. talkSPORT's Alan Pardew reckons this will test the mettle of Eddie Howe.
These are the tests you get as a Premier League manager, wherever you're at the top of the league, in the middle or at the bottom. You're going to get tests, and Eddie's getting tested here by one of his main player. He's not going to get anyone who can do those numbers that Isak can do. So, you know, you're going to have to spread it around.
Meanwhile, Benjamin Šeško seemingly on his way to England. Does he choose northeast or northwest? Well, we understand Newcastle do fear a Manchester United hijack for the striker, and talkSPORT's chief football correspondent Alex Crook says it does feel a little last chance saloon.
Benjamin Šeško is the last cab off the rank, isn't he, with Victor Osimhen off to Galatasaray, Ekitike to Liverpool. Number 9s are in short demands. We've spoken about Victor Gyökeres has obviously gone.
Meanwhile, Johan Wissa did arrive at Brentford's training ground this morning, but it's understood he won't train as he's frustrated at talks over his future. For all the latest transfer lines, head to our live blog at talksport.com. Elsewhere, Sheffield Wednesday have confirmed Hendrik Pedersen as their new manager. Earlier this week, the club confirmed the departure of Danny Roll via mutual decision. And Scotland's Blair Kinghorn has been named in the Lions team for this weekend's third and final test against Australia. James Ryan's also in as James Lowe and Ollie Chesham drop out. The question everyone is wondering is, can the Wallabies stop a Lions whitewash? Well, former England and Australia head coach Eddie Jones says they'll be testing their emotional resilience.
I think the third game of a dead series is always really interesting because it becomes a one-off game, and you know it's how you can get your team up for the performance. Yeah, for the Lions, it's a bit of a free hit. They can go out there and really not enjoy themselves, but, you know, take the game by the scruff of the neck.
Remember, it's live on talkSPORT on Saturday morning.
Welcome back to the second hour of Drive Time on talkSPORT with me, Andy Goldstein Gabby Agbonlahor is here.
Too stiff.
Excuse me?
Stiff dancer, mate.
Is that your word? Is that him saying that?
Too stiff. Stiff, mate.
Is that you?
Yeah, I'm a stiff dancer.
Pardon? You are a stiff dancer?
Yeah, stiff.
Still to come, we'll be previewing the British and Irish Lions, their third and final test down under. But now, could Arteta be forgiven if he doesn't win the Premier League this season?
It's been such an impressive season for Liverpool. They've run away with this title with plenty of games to spare.
Well, he's getting the excuses in early, isn't he? Listen, this is a fella who's under massive pressure. It's a big one for Mikel Arteta. I've no idea why he's saying that, because nobody believes a word of it. There's no way you could pick out 8 teams from the Premier League and say that they've got a chance of winning the title.
Let's not listen to some of the waffle that comes out of Mikel's mouth, because he does like to make excuses quickly.
With Durham and pretty much with most of the commentators, you have Agbonlahor constantly beating up Arsenal.
I don't like the narratives being played out by Arteta. But on one hand, he says great things like, I can only control the things I'm controlling. But there's 8 other teams that could be competing for that league spot. Somewhere along the line, Arsenal got to win something.
Yeah, new Premier League season is just over 2 weeks away, and it will be Mikel Arteta's 6th attempt at winning it with Arsenal. Last season they lost out to Liverpool, who were favourites to go on and win it again. Earlier today, Arsenal were beaten 1-0 by Spurs in a pre-season North London derby in Hong Kong. Papa Sarr scored the only goal of the game as Victor Gyökeres came off the bench for his first Arsenal appearance. Mikel Arteta spoke to the media after the game. He assessed where his side are ahead of that new season.
Well, I'm very positive. Everything that I've seen in the last 10 days gives me a lot of encouragement, and we are ahead of what I was expecting in many areas. Even though tonight's result leaves you a taste, that I think is going to be very positive as well. To realize the margins that winning or not winning have to be controlled as well. And again, we go again. We'll start on Monday again with 2 great games at the Emirates to finalize the preparation and be ready for Old Trafford.
Listen, Arsenal got their new striker, okay, but Liverpool have spent nearly, £300 million. They're still looking at Isak as well. Can Arteta be forgiven for not beating them to the title this year? Because you look at a Liverpool side, there doesn't seem to, maybe centre-half next to Van Dijk, but there doesn't seem to be a weakness in it, right?
I think he can be forgiven if it's a tight loss to Liverpool or Manchester City. Last season, they lost by 10 points. Could have been 16, 17, 18 points if Liverpool didn't go to Dubai for a jolly up during the end of the season. Arne Slot went to Ibiza. So Arsenal were miles off it last season. Yes, people might say Arsenal were resting players for the Champions League, but to finish 10 points behind Liverpool, no one expected that at the start of the season.
What is expected then from an Arsenal side that are spending money?
When you look at what they've spent, Andy, 200 million, Kepa 5 million, Zubamendi 51, Norgard 16, Madueke 52, Mosquera 13 million, and Gyökeres 63.5.
Let me ask you, out of those players, how many do you think will start? How many are squad players?
How many in that team start? Zubamendi,
Gyökeres.
Yeah, Gyökeres, and maybe Madueke will force himself into the starting.
Where, on the left?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Martinelli and Trossard.
So 2, maybe 3.
Yes. But you know what's crazy about Arsenal? And you talk about Liverpool, they've got such a great squad of players, and Man City and Chelsea. This is Arsenal squad for each position. Right backs, Timber and White. Centre halves, Saliba, Kivior, Gabriel, Mosquera. Obviously, Raya and Kepa. That's a great second choice goalkeeper in Kepa. Left back, Luis Skelly, Calafiori. So that defence is sorted.
Yep.
Cover in that position.
Really, really strong.
Yeah, Zubamendi and Norgard. You say Norgard, okay player, but that's your 2 sitters. Say 6s. Then you've got Odegaard and Ranieri, Rice and Marino. That's cover 4 players for 2 positions.
Yeah.
Then on the right, you've got Saka, and cover you've got Madueke. On the left, you've got Martinelli, cover you've got Trossard. And down the middle, you've got Gyökeres, cover Havertz and Jesus. That is a strong squad of players.
And the problem that Arsenal had last season was they didn't have cover.
Exactly. Saka got injured, and you had Sterling, who wasn't performing. So you look at that squad of players, and I don't want to hear no excuses, because your players do get injured in that squad of players. You've got just as good cover.
I get the feeling that Arsenal fans are sort of split 50-50 as to whether or not they think Arteta's the right man to win the Premier League. You can't keep going and keep going and keep going and not say we need to win the Prem. 100%. I'm not saying they should win it. I'm saying they need to win it.
Of course. Right? If Arsenal lose the Premier League to Liverpool, Manchester City by 3-4 points, no one's going to say, Arteta needs to get the sack, hasn't won the Premier League. Shocking.
No, but
if it's double figures again, then it's
and
time.
If they're 4th or 5th,
yes,
I don't think they could afford to be leapfrogged again like they were with Liverpool.
And if you're losing the title by double figures again, I think there's questions then.
Okay, so
need answering.
Let's make a little note, right? So things that must happen this season, they must get top 3 minimum, yeah?
Yes.
They must get top 3. Must be single figures. If they're going to lose the league, it's by single figures.
100%. And even like 8-9 points is too many, but definitely can't
you
be
tell me how
figures.
many? No more than 7?
No more than 7 points.
No more than 3 defeats, as in 9 points, right?
I'll say no more than 7 points, 8 points.
Okay, no more than 7. So top 3,
yeah,
and within 7 points, 2 wins and a draw.
And also need to get closer to winning the Champions League.
Which is
they've done well. They've done well
Where
last
did they get
season.
to last season? It's quarters or semi?
It was a quarters, wasn't it? Or was it a semi?
I think it was a semis they got to.
Semis.
I think so. And I can't see it. Was it semis Arsenal?
I think it was the quarters.
I'm pretty sure it was the semis because I remember thinking how close they were and it would destroy me if they won it.
You're probably right.
Joe's saying quarters. Hold on. Anyway, someone will tell me in a minute. But go on.
No, but can they get closer to winning that? Because Man City have won it, Chelsea have won it, Liverpool have won it.
Yeah, I've said millions of times before, you can only dine from the top table.
Nottingham Forest have won it.
If you've won the
Celtic have won it.
It was semis, yeah.
Semis, yeah. So that was good last season. Went out to a great team, PSG.
Yeah.
That Aston Villa beat at Villa Park.
Such a wally you are.
What they did?
Yeah.
And unfortunately we went out.
Yeah, because you didn't win the tie.
Yeah, but we beat them.
We won the leg, yeah, but it's not about one game, it's about two.
But it is. It was a great performance.
It's exactly not.
By Aston Villa.
Yeah.
But anyway, semi-finals was now standing from Arsenal. But can they go one more now?
How
can they get to the
important
final
how
and
important
win
is
it?
a domestic trophy, FA or League?
Yeah, definitely get back to winning trophies.
But is that important?
I think it is important. I think there's a lot that needs to be done. Like you says, 7 or 8 points, they can't be losing the league by.
Okay, so top three.
Top three.
No more than 7.
Yes.
At least the semis for the Champions League.
I'll say so.
Last 4. And what about the other one? Domestic.
Domestic, can you go and win an FA Cup, Carabao Cup?
A cup run.
Not a cup run, win.
Okay,
win.
So they
because even if you're not winning the Champions League or Premier League, if you're getting FA Cups and Carabao Cups, and you sort of still winning trophies.
So Arsenal need to win silverware
100%
at some level next season.
100%.
Okay, and tick the other boxes.
Yeah.
Okay, Arsenal fans, what do you make of that? Top 3. No more than 7 points if you're not going to win the Prem behind
Andy,
the winners.
When you read out what they've spent this window, 200 million, and the players I've read out there, I don't want to hear no excuses.
No,
I don't care if Saka gets injured.
No, I know.
You've got Madueke. I don't care if Declan Rice gets injured. You've got Zubimendi, Norgard, Marino. You've got Havertz, you can play there as well. Gyökeres gets injured, yes, it wouldn't be great, but you've got Havertz and Jesus.
No, I hear what you're saying.
Martinelli gets injured, you've got Trossard.
Yeah.
Lewis Skelly gets injured, you've got Calafiori. I don't want to hear it.
Where will Arsenal finish next season?
5th, I'm joking. I think they'll finish 3rd. I think Liverpool, Man City finish above them.
They got beat against Spurs this morning.
Doesn't matter.
That's my next question. Pre-season.
Doesn't matter.
Makes no difference.
No difference at all.
Okay, Spurs fans may disagree with you.
Doesn't make a difference, mate. You look at the goal as well. Lewis Skelly receives it off, I think it's Raya, and gives it away. It could have been a foul, and then great finish on Saar. But, mate, everyone's on different levels of fitness. You might have some young players in the team that have maybe been training longer. Some of the senior players, maybe their first game or the second game, and the heat over there, and there's so many factors. It's about fitness pre-season.
Okay, so Spurs and Arsenal fans and football fans, the pre-season results matter. And, go on.
What matters is the last pre-season game before the season starts.
Okay, that's the one.
That's normally where the manager, because when we used to played Inter Milan, Fiorentina, Villa Park, the starting team for the week afterwards is normal. Unless you get absolutely
obliterated,
beat 4-5-0. That's normally the team that will go and start the first Premier League game.
So do they matter? And Arsenal fans, Gabby said minimum requirement, top 3. If you're going to lose the league, it's by 7 points, no more.
That's still not great.
No, still not great, but this is minimum. I agree with all of this, by the way. At least last for the Champions League and a cup, League or FA.
That group of players.
03717222344. Arsenal fans, what do you make of that? sounds like the end of a 1980s sitcom from America, doesn't it? You know when they stop the screen action, they go like... That doesn't work on radio, but it works if you're watching on YouTube. This is Drive on talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein Gabby Agbonlahor. And Motorpoint, thousands of cars, all unbeatable prices guaranteed. Head to motorpoint.co.uk for details. In the break, I was just having some edamame, right? What's your little snack at home if you're going to have a little snack?
Little snack?
What do you, when you go to the cupboard, what do you pack? A crisp, chocolate, fruit? What do you go for?
A mixture, really.
Dolly mixture?
Depends what's in. Sometimes, like, pineapples and melon, watermelon.
My favourite fruit?
Oh, grapes.
That's unusual.
I do like grapes.
You know what I never understand with grapes?
Why?
You know you can get seedless grapes.
Have to be seedless.
Like, why would anyone buy not seedless grapes?
Oh, they're the worst.
But why would you buy them?
Whenever you get them and they've got seeds in, you're like,
it's long.
It's long,
Yeah,
isn't it?
Why would anyone... If anyone's got an answer to why you would buy non-seedless grapes, seeded grapes, I think they're probably called, let me know.
I'm going to get you some tomorrow.
What? Seedless grapes?
Yep.
Here's another thing. Why can't they do the seedless thing with everything? Why can't they do it with red melon? Why can't they do
Oranges as well.
Well,
you peel an orange and it's got seeds in.
I hold it up to the light. I always hold every... And if it's got a pip in it, lob it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't be bothered.
Where of the next door neighbours?
Yeah, into there.
Must be a big throw.
Very good.
Thank you.
Still to come, we'll be previewing the British and Irish Lions' third and final test down under. Just quickly, there's a big name coming up. Chelsea have agreed to deal for Ajax defender Uriel Hato.
Another one.
For an initial fee of £37 million.
Why not?
Unbelievable.
Well, no space in your change room, but we'll have to put you in a different room, but well done.
Well done. Right, it's the first day of the fifth test between England and India at the Oval. Watching for talkSPORT is the mini moose, Sam Ellard.
Oh, don't. England have their fourth wicket. India 180 for 4. Sai Siddharthan played nicely for his 38, but has to go. Josh Tongue produces a really good delivery going around the wicket, getting the ball to angle into the left-hander, and then when it pitched, it seemed away and took the outside edge. So Siddharthan goes for 38. Karen Nair not out on 8. Ravi Jadeja is new to the crease, unbeaten on 2. And India 108 for 4.
Cheers, Sam. How's the throat?
Still a bit croaky. I need some... Have you got any, like, Manuka honey or any sort of lozenges or something like that?
Aren't you there, though?
Yeah.
How would I give them to you?
Well, we're not far away, are we, right? You can put one of the
I
boys on the tube. 3 stops, London Bridge up to the Oval. Not difficult,
You still on Tinder, Sam?
No, I'm trying to be professional here, Gabby. I'm trying to provide
forget professional. Are you still on
Tinder? Asking a question, mate.
On a test match between England and India. This is not the 620. No, Hinge.
Are you on Hinge?
Yes.
Good lad.
Cheers, Gabby.
Why would I want to know more about Hinge?
What do you want to know?
Have you had a date yet?
What, in all the years? Yeah, thankfully I've had at least one, yeah.
What do you put as your job description on it?
I'm not answering that question.
What do you put down? Be honest with me, be honest.
Radio reporter.
Why'd you put that?
Well, because that is factually true. I mean, I am currently now reporting.
I'm led to believe it says talkSPORT's cricket editor on your profile.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't say that.
I'm led to believe it does.
I promise you, that's not true at all.
Just make sure you don't wear black trousers with white socks. All right, Sam.
What's wrong with that?
Hey,
it's not a great look, man.
Really?
Yeah.
I've got it in front of me now. It says breakfast show co-host.
No.
Is that right?
I'm no Gabby.
Right?
I promise you, radio reporter, which I think is accurate.
How do you describe yourself on it?
A glass half full, laid-back guy just looking for love.
Love is a bit heavy, isn't it?
Wow,
love. A bit much, that, mate.
Swipe left.
There's no love out there, mate. I'm telling you that now.
Well, you're in love, Gabby, aren't you?
No, mate.
With himself.
You're not in love, Gabs?
No, mate.
Oh, well. Andy, you must be, right?
I am in love, yeah. Every morning I get up, look in the mirror.
With your hair.
Oh, that's perfect. Don't get much better than that.
I'll put that on my Hinge, shall I, as the description of myself.
Any more runs, Sam?
Yes. Karen Nair flick off his pads for 4. India move on to 112 for 4. The radio reporter doing it once again.
Available for love. Available for love. Hey,
somebody.
Imagine having the Hinge thing when we were kids.
I know. Oh,
right. Because we used to go and talk to people.
I know.
All right, how you doing? Make them laugh.
The scary thing is, though, when you meet the person that you've met on a Tinder or Hinge,
I wouldn't know about this. I wouldn't know about this.
No, I'm saying when you do, you must be like a bit nervous.
We don't know what they're talking about, do you?
Sam's probably put a picture from like 5 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely not a picture of him, is it? Definitely not a picture of him.
That'll make me laugh.
Who would it be of?
Kundi.
I thought your forehead was much smaller in person. Gary's an Arsenal fan. Hi, Gaz.
Good evening, Gary.
Hi, James. Okay, great show.
You're right, mate.
You're not on Hinge, are you?
No, what, sorry?
You're not on Hinge, are you?
No.
Okay.
No.
Denied that quickly, is it? The missus listening. Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
all I wanted to say, lads,
Go on
was,
then.
I'm an Arsenal fan,
Oh, we lost you there. Gal, can you hear us?
I mean, my expectations are lower this year than they were last year. I had more hopes last year and was winning it even without a striker, and I know we signed a striker this year.
Why?
But some of the reason being, one, Liverpool have had a great transfer window. So the great team last year won it at Cantor. I've had had a really good transfer window. Might get even better with Isak. And the other thing I wanted to say was although Gabby's just gone through the team there, putting 2 players in every position at Arsenal, I agree the squad depth is getting better. But of the squad, how many of those players would start in Liverpool's starting 11? And if it's a case of 9 out of the 11 are Liverpool players, then you couldn't really say that Arteta should win the league when Liverpool's team on paper, for instance, might be a lot better than Arsenal's.
Yeah, that's a very good point. It's a valid point. Can you answer that question, Gab?
I can't answer it right now. I'll have to spend 3 hours working it out.
Oh, right,
but no,
okay.
it will be.
It's a good point. If Liverpool's 1 to 11 is so much better than Arsenal's, then Arsenal.
Yeah, but is it?
I'm asked. That's the question he asked.
Okay, is it? I look at Declan Rice.
Isaac. They haven't got Isaac yet.
Isaac's in there, of course. But I'll say Declan Rice be a starter. I think.
But sadly, Saka wouldn't be.
No, mate. Yeah,
because you've got Mohamed Salah on the right. Gyökeres wouldn't.
No. Zubimendi or Gravenberch. Gravenberch will be.
There's not many, is there?
No.
Centre halves. One of the centre halves would.
Gabriel would be. Gabriel and Van Dijk.
Yeah.
I think maybe right back Timber would start. Goalkeeper, no. Left back Kirkers or Louis Skelly. 50-50.
Yeah.
Soft one.
Maybe 3 or 4.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but that's not. Yeah, we can't use that as an excuse already.
Dom's an Arsenal fan. Hi, Dom.
Hello, Dom.
How we doing, boys? You alright?
Are you on Hinge?
well,
Have you
mate.
ever been on Hinge, Dom?
Nah, mate. I've been with Mrs. 14 odd years.
No, I didn't ask how long you've been with your missus, did I? I said you've been on Hinge.
No, like I said.
Like you said, what?
I've been with my missus for 14 years, mate.
Yeah, but
I don't need none of that.
I bet when you go out, I bet when you go out to a club and your missus is not there, you have a look, don't you?
Nah, I don't do none of that clubbing, mate.
I'll tell you what we can do. My producer just said if you tell us the truth, we can dump it so it never go out. You ever been on Hinge?
No.
Right.
I like that. He's
just
honest.
dump that if he said. Go on, Dom. What would you say? You're an Arsenal. How old are you, Dom?
33.
Right, 33. So the last time. Do you remember the last time? It was what, 20 years ago, right?
Yes.
Last time you're on. I don't know if you remember that or not, being like 11 or 12. But what are the expectations now for Dom, the Arsenal fan, looking at Arsenal and the money spent, because Liverpool have got an unbelievable squad? So how are you feeling?
Well, this is the best time to be, like, this is the best time of the season for an Arsenal fan, isn't it? Because we're always really excited. How long that excitement lasts is always subject to change, isn't it? Because last season, I remember being buzzing, and then we were getting silly red cards for people kicking the ball away. You know what I mean? And then injuries obviously hampered us. Kai Havertz looks an absolute machine coming back, though, up top, which I'm excited to see if he can stay injury-free.
A machine? Looks like a machine, does he, Kai Havertz?
Well, you know what I mean? He's
got stronger, hasn't he?
He's beefed up, isn't he?
Yeah.
Is that real, though, that picture? I was told that isn't real, that picture. There's one picture of him sitting on like a bed in a changing room. Yeah. Well, it might be, but it's the only one that exists of him, and I was told that that's not a real picture.
Oh, wow.
Maybe it is, Dom. Maybe it is, but it's the only picture I've seen, and someone told me it was photoshopped.
Okay.
Dom, what do you expect from Arsenal then? Because me and Andy speaking earlier, we agreed that if you're losing the league, it can't be double figures. You have to win a domestic trophy. Can you try and win the Champions League? What do you expect from your team?
Well, obviously, we've been consistently second best for the last 3 seasons, haven't we? But we haven't done very well in the cups. One thing I will say about Liverpool, they're a bit short at centre-back, aren't they? If they get hit with an injury or whatever, unless they do strengthen, and obviously, I don't exactly think it's a 2-horse race between us and them anyway.
City as well, of course. Chelsea.
That's what I mean. Like, Chelsea. Chelsea got Cole Palmer, so anything's possible, isn't it?
But how long does it go on for Arsenal fans if Arteta doesn't
I don't think if we don't win anything this season, I'm like, surely the board have got to start saying, what's going on here? You know what I mean? Because he's had enough time. Like,
enough money.
Yeah, you need a trade.
Yeah, 100%.
I agree. Thanks, Don, for your call. You definitely need a League Cup. I know a League Cup's not evident, but it's something. You need something to show for your money.
I think as well, the older generation of Arsenal fans are so used to winning Premier Leagues. So they're going to be like, come on, we have to get closer. And like you said there, Chelsea as well, be up there, Man City.
Going back to Wenger when he said second is a trophy. Or top four, was it top four? Was it top three?
Maybe,
I can't remember what it was back then.
It will be tough, but the squad of players they've got, they need to be given it a good challenge this year.
Still to come, we'll be previewing the British and Irish Lions' third and final test down under. First, it's time for No Googling Part 2. We want to know, after Harry Kane, who are the two highest scoring Englishmen in North London derby history? What a great question that is. After Harry Kane, who are the two highest scoring Englishmen in North London derby history? The answer to that and loads more coming up live and drive on talkSPORT in seconds. Stay where you are, it's seconds. That's all it is, seconds. Stay there, don't move.
Over the last few years, Formula One has gone from elitist and insular to a global entertainment brand. The transformation's down to American investment group Liberty Media, who cultivated a new image for the sport since buying it in 2016. Better access to drivers, improved content on social media and tapping into the US market have given F1 a massive boost in both attention and revenues. But is everyone happy? The fans certainly are, as evidenced by Drive to Survive. Almost 7 million people per season have tuned in to get all the gossip and all the drama from the paddock. The extra exposure means the drivers can demand a higher salary too. In 2010, the top drivers were earning $20 million a year, which isn't bad. But now, the very best earn 3 times that, with Max Verstappen getting a whopping $65 million in 2025. But money doesn't always buy happiness. Some drivers, including Verstappen, don't like the pageantry the changes have brought about. In Las Vegas in 2023, Verstappen said the drivers were made to look like clowns, and the event was 99% performance and 1% race. Some purists who still watch the sport feel the same, and that the spirit of competition has suffered. But Formula One and Liberty Media don't look like slowing down anytime soon. So expect more races, major events and exclusive access in future.
So you can just knock me back like that. Before the break, I asked a question after Harry Kane, who are the two highest scoring Englishmen in North London derby history. It's a great question. At 4 goals each.
Saka's got to be 1.
No.
Really? You'll be on 3 then.
I'll give you a clue. One of them went to the World Cup instead of Benty.
Theo Walcott.
And the other one is one of the greatest ever strikers to play for Arsenal.
Oh. Ian Wright.
Yes. Good answer. Still to come, we'll be asked what Newcastle fans think of Isak training at his old club. Right, it's day 1 of the 5th and final test between England and India at the Oval. Watching for talkSPORT is the, what's it called? Hinge or bracket? What's it called?
Hinge.
Hinge King, Sam Ellard. Swipe left, everyone.
Oh, this is outrageous and it's got to stop. Another wicket for Josh Tongue, another wicket for England. India 123 for 5. Ravi Jadeja goes for 9. A very similar dismissal for Tongue that got the wicket. Offside to Darson, going around the wicket, angling in. It then moves away with Jadeja committed to the defensive push, takes the nick, goes through to the keeper. So Jadeja goes for 9. Karen Nair not out on 12. The new batsman is Dhruv Jurel, who comes into the team to replace the injured Rishabh Pant. Josh Tongue here, bowling beautifully. England on the charge. India in a little bit of trouble at 123 for 5.
Sam, can I ask you a question? When you go on Hinge, right, you obviously put down specifics of what you're after.
No, yeah, sure.
What's your maximum age for a woman?
32, I think.
How old are you?
29.
And 3 years, that's all it is.
Wow. I think it's more likely that guys date girls that are younger than vice versa.
So for Jack just said in my ear, he's lying. What's wrong with a 33-year-old?
No, it's a good call then. Well, then where do you think I should draw the line?
60?
45?
65?
Yeah, true.
I think age is just a number.
Okay, well, I'll bump it up then, all right? There we go.
Excuse me? She's not even real.
I will.
For God's sake.
I will adjust the age.
My last question to you, right? So
sure.
If I come on air and I talk about my brand new podcast, 21 Minutes to Go,
yeah,
I'll look at the numbers and they'll go up if I talk about it. We've talked about you on the dating app for 20 minutes, half an hour. Have you got any new?
You won't believe me, but I actually have had one like since the last update.
Yeah, and?
I can't comment. I've got to keep her identity private.
No, I don't know her name, but nice.
Your type?
Yeah, you know she's lovely.
What lovely personality?
Yeah, she's.
Could you fall in love with her?
Oh, easily. Doesn't take much, Andy.
I bet it doesn't. Right, we'll come back to you in a bit. Thanks, Sam.
Cheers, guys.
Right, the British should quickly move on. Producer Joe, move on. British Irish Lions, they're aiming for a clean sweep down under on Saturday. And, of course, it's live right here on talkSPORT.
Hugo Keenan to the left, that's up to win it! Hugo Keenan scores the try!
British and Irish Lions have won their first series in 12 years.
These lads have dreamed of being a British and Irish Lion all their lives. Dramatic finish like that to win the series is what dreams are made of.
1974, isn't it, since the Lions team's gone to Series 1 and beaten.
The man that's led the Lions to this first series win in South Africa since 1896, Willie John McBride.
Every player in 74, nobody was going to be second best to anybody. It was as simple as that. We were going to be number one.
When we met, Big Faz made the call. He wants us to go out here and win everything.
A little bit more desperate, which we need to work on leading into next week.
Hugh Jones up and over the line, scores the try!
It's a big honour, boys. Take it with two hands, like Faz said.
What else could it mean to be a Lion? Prepared to win by skill, but be ready to win by will.
Yeah, the British and Irish Lions, they clinched their first series win in 12 years thanks to an incredible 29-26 victory over the Wallabies. That was last weekend. And this Saturday's third and final test in Sydney is an opportunity for them to create a bit of history and become the first Lions team to a clean sweep, a series in almost 100 years. You can hear that one live right here on talkSPORT from 10 a.m. on Saturday morning. We can look ahead to that one in more detail now as we speak to former British and Irish Lion superstar Ben Young joins us. Ben Youngs. Hello, Ben. How are you?
Good evening, Ben.
I'm very well. How you doing, gents?
We are
Thanks,
well,
mate.
It's our pleasure. Thanks so much. I must say your hair looks very sharp. When was that cut?
Literally yesterday.
Oh, it
it's
looks
fresh.
good. It looks really
fresh for the weekend.
Good. Thanks so much for coming on. Listen, let's start with the Lions, the squad for the final test, which was announced today. Just two changes, I think. It was Blair Kinghorn and James Ryan. They came in. Were you expecting a few more than that?
Yeah, I think that's been the big debate, hasn't it? Is, the Lions series is wrapped up. It's 2-0, third test. And I think people probably get a little bit lost in the fact that, Lions once every 4 years. This team won't ever be together again. It's not their responsibility to, I suppose, give people an opportunity or give them experience. For Andy Farrell and his team, they set out to go and win the series 3-0. And for them to do that, they've got to pick the best team. And, they're surrounded by elite players. But some guys have been playing so well. I just don't see that you can just rotate guys out. So I think when people looked at it, and maybe they were expecting a few more changes than what's been done. But equally, I totally understand. They're trying to chase history. They've got a chance to go 3-0, and they've backed the team that have already put themselves 2-0 up.
The clean sweep is on. I mean, the series is already won. How much would that mean to the British Lions? And also, how much would it mean to Australia stopping it?
Yeah, look, Gabby, I mean, look, to be honest with you, mate, the Lions such a prestigious thing. Once every 4 years, tours Australia, once every 12. And I think, they're on the cusp of achieving something incredible. So for the Lions to make history and clean sweep the Aussies would be, it hasn't been done for nearly over 100 years or just over 100 years, I think I'm right in saying. That's remarkable. Like, it's such a hard challenge getting four nations to come together in a short period of time and prepare to play a test series down under like they have. So I think it would be huge for the Lions brand. I mean, it's already a huge brand and well recognised, within the rugby community and probably outside the rugby community because it is such a unique thing. So for them to create history, I think would be brilliant. And I think for the Australians, they're hosting the World Cup in 2027. It is important for them on the back of what we saw at the MCG and the way that they played. You want the Aussies to back up the performance that we saw because the first test was a little bit underwhelming. Second was a cracker, and we want to see the third one. I know the jeopardy's not quite there. The jeopardy for the Aussies is they don't want to get whitewashed, and the jeopardy for the Lions is they want to create history, but hasn't quite got it hasn't got the romantic ending that we want where winner takes all at the end. We haven't got that. But what we have got the opportunity, if they're both team play like they did last week, then we're in for a cracking game regardless.
Ben, let me ask you, going back to what I was saying about Blair Kinghorn coming in, that of course is to replace James Lowe on the wing. What do you think's gone wrong for the Lions wingers on this tour?
Look, there have been a couple of injuries. Guys like Mac Hansen has been particularly unlucky with an injury because he was hitting some really great form. James Lowe has played. He had some nice touches, but probably been a little bit quiet. And Blair Kinghorn, bless him, for me, I can't speak highly about this guy. You know, Scottish international, plays his rugby out in France for Toulouse. You know, they dominate domestic league out there, and he's been a key clog in doing that. And I think for me, I look at Blair Kinghorn, and what he comes in at is you can't drop Keenan on the back of what he produced last week and the match-winning moment. But I think what they probably want is someone a bit more aerial in terms of being able to catch high balls, chase kicks, win the ball in the air. That's an area the Australians have tried to target. And that's probably Blair Kinghorn's point of difference above James Lowe, is being able to win those aerial balls and trying to get the ball back. But he's also very, very gifted in open wide places. So for me, I think Blair Kinghorn was someone that was unlucky not to be involved and starting from within the test match from round one. Unfortunately picked up an injury, a bit like Mac Hansen. So it's just sort of delayed his ability to be in the team. But he was terrific when he came on last week. He honestly made a huge difference in the last 20 minutes. And it's not James Lowe hasn't done anything wrong. It's just that Blair Kinghorn for me is just an exceptional player, and he just probably just edges it because he's a bit more rounded in what he brings.
What about Lions captain Maro Itoje? I mean, he wins his 9th cap on the weekend. Where would he rank as an all-time great?
Oh, look, I think he's, it's one of those, I think people don't really probably get the plaudits until they finish and then you probably rank them. But you look at what he's done in this game, what he's achieved both club and country and now for the Lions. As you say, the ninth game for the Lions, you just say like that. That's remarkable. That's absolutely remarkable, and captain them. I can't speak highly enough about Maro, what he's contributed to rugby's been, both, for England, for Saracens, and now for the Lions. He will undoubtedly go down as one of the greats, and rightly so. When you start looking in the modern era and you look at obviously the Martin Johnsons, your Sam Warburtons that have captained the Lions and had huge success, Maro will go down as part of that and be in that elite group, and rightly so. He deserves it. I think he's been terrific. And I think he'll continue to be terrific. And, the crazy thing about Maro is I look at him and I think he could probably make the next one, He'll definitely make the World Cup in 2 years' time, but he could probably make the next Lions tour. Yeah. So, what a servant he's been to rugby, and someone that's still got so much more to give. I mean, we should treasure people like that. We should really, and he's a great role model. So, as I say, I can't praise the guy enough, but I'm delighted the way that he's been given that role and responsibility, and the way he's just performed. And you're right, he will go down as a legend. He already is, but when he finishes, he absolutely will be.
Proper superstar. Listen, just before I let you go, this third and final test in Sydney, live on talkSPORT at the weekend. I would imagine that the British and Irish Lions have been partying quite hard this week. Would that be fair?
That would be fair. I think when you come together as a group, and we all know about pre-seasons and how they work, and sometimes the best way of cohesion is getting a beer together. You have all that, but when you set out to win a test series and you do that, and in the manner you do, there would have definitely been some partying. There's a great picture of the boys on the MCG pitch after the game, just in a circle, still in their match kit, just having a beer, and it's wonderful scenes. But yeah, they'd have burnt the candle both ends for a couple of days and then back to business.
Ben, before I let you go, I don't know if you can tell this story, I'm putting you on the spot. Is there one memorable night out that you've had with the British and Irish Lions that you could maybe allude to? You can't tell us all the details, but that ends with something like at 4 p.m. the next day, everyone was still up, or something like that?
Yeah, no, we definitely had that. We in 2013 was a tour to Australia, and for whatever reason, the last game was on the Saturday. We beat Australia. We won the series in the last game. Unbelievable. But for whatever reason, we couldn't fly back till the Wednesday. I think it was for insurance reasons that everyone had to be monitored, checked to make sure before we left the country, which meant for, that was music to our ears. So it wasn't a 24-hour thing. It was a sort of 4-day celebration that then carried on onto the plane. So
sounds good, doesn't it?
Who's the goat?
Look, it's I think the beauty of the Lions tour is there's some old school touring in it, and there's some old sort of core rugby amateur values, which is play hard, but when it's all said and done, is boys, go and enjoy yourself. So I have no doubt that there'll be some stories coming out at the back of the weekend, and until they fly back on Wednesday, and rightly so. Just
in a word, who's the GOAT when you've been out drinking?
Rory Best, played for British and Irish Lions, captain Ireland for many years. Honestly, that guy is unplayable on a night out. Unplayable. Absolutely crazy guy, but wonderful bloke. Good, so good. Unique characters, and rugby has plenty of them.
I love that smile on your face. Good memories.
It's not for talkSPORT.
No, it's not for talkSPORT. We'll call you in an hour and 12 minutes. Listen, always a pleasure. What a superstar you are. Thanks so much for coming on, pal.
Cheers, lads.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.
They're the stories we need to put in the podcast.
We need them, don't we?
Still to come on Drive. Well, our Rupert Bell ended up in this situation.
Trousers are soaked through. I've got a wet bottom.
Okay. We'll be chatting West Ham with YouTuber Jack, mate.
Irons, irons, irons is the cry.
It is indeed. Plus, we'll ask if Newcastle fans are starting to get annoyed with this man.
Given away to Isak. There's his goal. Alexander Isak.
All that and so much more in the last hour Drive and talkSPORT with me, Andy Goldstein Gabby Agbonlahor. When we come back, my favourite part of any show ever, the best of talkSPORT. Listen, driver talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Gabby Agbonlahor, Motor Point, Newcastle same day driveway available on all cars. Book a test drive today, the first test of the First day of the first test between England and India at the Oval, well and truly underway. Sam Allardyce can tell us more.
India 132 for 5 after being asked to bat first here on day one. Since the second rain delay, 2 wickets for England, both have gone to Josh Tongue, finding the outside edge of Sai Siddharthan's bat for 38, and then finding the outside edge of Ravi Jadeja's bat for 9. Karen Nair has 16. Dhruv Jurel in for the team instead of Rishabh Pant has 4. Nair nearly got himself out though, inside edging. Chris Woke's delivery was just went over his stumps and raced away to the boundary. England very much in this game, and you get the feeling there could even be potentially England bowling India out today if England get the ball in the right areas. The ball is moving about, really good, nice bowling conditions, and England well and truly on the money here and searching for more wickets. We can play this evening until 7:30. Lots of overs left in the day. India 132 for 5.
Yeah, time for the best of talkSPORT and Friends, thanks Sam, where we run you through some of Rupert Bell's recent highlight moments from across talkSPORT and our sister stations. Okay. Wow. This will be fun. Let's start with this afternoon's Hawksbee and Baker, where they covered the racing at Glorious Goodwood. Although, for our racing commentator Rupert Bell, it wasn't quite so glorious.
We've got 3 inches of water in our commentary position. Yes. Their fee's gone up now to the bosses by about £1,000. This is going to be the most expensive race covered on talkSPORT, given our fee.
Lizzie's making it look glam. You look a bit like Marty Feldman in Young Frankenstein.
Yeah, I was going to say a lumpa. And he's sitting there doing Mike TV.
Oh, dear.
Well, it is. And my trousers are soaked through. I've got a wet bottom.
I didn't want to hear the rest of that. Do you have any sympathy for Rupert?
Not a chance, mate. I just picture where he lives to be like a big estate with open fires everywhere. He can go and dry himself off.
Of course he can.
Yeah, so no sympathy for him.
When was the last time you got caught in the rain?
Every day, mate.
Why?
Yesterday, today.
At least you don't get your hair wet.
Yeah, you know, mate. Yeah. I'd have to change my...
You what?
Nothing.
If change your what?
If it got wet, I'd have to...
What?
Change my...
What?
Nothing. Come on. Move on.
What's it like having a wet bottom? Question, isn't it?
Well, when you play football, happens a lot in this country, so uncomfortable, mate.
Do you wear normal pants when you play football?
Slips.
You wear slips, yeah. Okay. Don't forget, there's 5 more races from Glorious Goodwood tomorrow on the network. It's Johnny Owen and Sean Dyche.
Nice.
Feeling for Paul and Andy. That'd be a good show.
On to another Rupert clip, this time from our brand new sister station, talkSPORT Gold. Here's another argument.
He's been standing to attention for 3 hours practicing with a flower pot on his head so that he can actually hold his hat in place and stand for 3 hours. So it's not all plain sailing, but you imagine, I mean, you can't sit still for 5 minutes, Alan, before you wander off. So if you imagine trying to stand still for 3 hours to attention.
By the way, Rupert, to be fair, you should see the size of the flower pot Big Al can get in his head, man.
There isn't one big enough down in the local garden centre, you know.
Oh, mate, I was in the studio for that. Alan was fuming.
I bet he was.
Rupert come through massively. Who's got the biggest head out of everybody you know?
I've got a massive head.
Have you?
Yeah, giant. But I'd say Cundy. His forehead, ridiculous.
It's massive, isn't it? When's he going to cut that hair?
What hair? Which one?
It's all the way back, isn't it?
2 of them.
Yeah. It's like, what's his name? Jovino, back when he was at Arsenal.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that, all the way back.
Yeah. His head was never right when he played for Arsenal, was it?
Nah, never, mate. Yeah, wasn't all there. If you were a racehorse, what would they call you? Galforce.
No, I don't know if I can say it. No, I can't say it.
Go on, they can dump it. All right, let's move on.
I'll say it, and if you want to dump it, you can.
Go on.
No, because now I've made a big thing of it. I'll say it afterwards.
How many kilograms could you carry on that massive head of yours?
How many kilos? What does that mean?
Or how much could you carry? Like, could you put like a balance?
Bag of sugar.
That's it?
Yeah.
No, I disagree, mate. For all the best bits of talkSPORT, don't forget to download the talkSPORT Daily Podcast. Great podcast.
Jack, I've got words here, so wait till I finish the words before you press play. Let's finish with another clip from Glorious Goodwood. The boys were joined by our racing expert, Rupert Bell. Big Al isn't impressed with the record at tipping horses.
Rupert, what do you fancy today, Rupert?
Well,
or what can we cross off? What do you?
Well, it's just not fair, dear listener.
Well, when was the last time you tipped a winner? Hey, Red Rum winning the national. When was the last time?
Well, that was probably about right, actually.
What's the worst prediction you've ever heard or given?
There's a recent one. Was it Rory Jennings about Haaland?
Oh yeah, it said it'd be useless.
Something about Haaland wouldn't be top player. I think it was. That was miles off.
A reminder for the best podcast on the planet. Make sure you download 21 Minutes to Go. It's me, Andy Goldstein, Jason Cunningham. It lasts exactly 21 minutes. We talk about all different things from the world of life. And also Schmelz Herring gets to mention as well. It's 21 Minutes to Go with me, Goldstein, and him, Cundy. Not you, him. And of course, make sure you have the talkSPORT app where you can swipe between talkSPORT and talkSPORT 2 and all of our other sister stations. So you never, ever miss a moment. When we come back, the last Out of Drive coming your way. And by jingo, there's loads in it.
The Lions. Real-life fantasy rugby. Bitter rivalries set aside in a quest to create the world's best team in weeks. There's nothing like it, but who on earth had the idea and how did it all begin? Incredibly, the first Lions tour was organised and funded by three men who played in England's first ever Test cricket match: opening bowler Alfred Shaw, opening batsman Arthur Shrewsbury and captain James Lillywhite. The 1888 Lions squad, then made up of 17 English, 4 Scots and 1 Welshman and a Northern Irishman, took a 46-day boat trip to New Zealand before heading to Australia. The Lions weren't alone on the boat. Also on board were 300 stoats and weasels who were brought over to eliminate New Zealand's rabbit problem. The first ever Lions captain, Robert Seddon, died of drowning midway through the tour while sculling on a river. Andrew Stoddart, who was another of the cricketers there, took over and was the star of the tour. The next one was the first to get official recognition from the RFU against the newly formed Springboks. Although the Lions won the series and beat the Boks again 5 years later, in the 12 series since in South Africa, they've only won 2. New Zealand has proved an even tougher hunting ground, just the 1 series win for the Lions in 11 attempts, which came in 1971. And then there was that nail-shredding drawn series in 2017, only the second in Lions history. Only once have the Lions clinched a series after losing the first test, 1989, when David Campese's infamous ghost pass was pounced upon by Ian Evans. Before World War II, the Lions had a dark blue strip, which on the 1930 tour forced the All Blacks to play in all white. So in 1950, the iconic red shirts, white shorts and blue and green socks combination was born. It remains the symbol of the greatest alliance of adversaries in all of sport. To borrow the phrase from Jim Telfer, the Lions is Everest.
Welcome back to Last Hour Driver Talk Sport with me, Andy Goldstein, off to the pub a bit later on, alongside Gabby Agbonlahor, off to the pub a bit later on.
Yes.
He's a waste man.
Part of the drive team.
Well, no, I wouldn't say part of the drive team, just because we're number
Don't
one
make me
now.
laugh, Andy.
No, just because we're number one now.
Yeah, but you can't say I'm not part of it.
You know, you're like Trossard.
Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't say you're...
What, like 15, 20 appearances in a season?
No, you're not like Trossard. Who would you be like?
15,
I'll tell you
20,
what,
what's that?
if we're Man United, do you remember Bebe?
Don't make me laugh.
Just said Mohamed El Nene's, but you know. Terrible. Maybe you can text in 829. Who's Gabby like if we're not Man United? Still to come, we'll be joined in the studio by YouTuber, my mate, West Ham fan Jack Mate joins us. But first, our Newcastle fans are annoyed at this man yet.
Down to Isaac, booze a second goal. It's another goal for Newcastle United. It's converted from 10 yards out by Alexander Isak.
Unfortunately for Newcastle, there's a food chain, and Newcastle aren't as big as Liverpool.
He's very tentative for Isak, he's in great position. Very tentative for the club, how much money they offer to him.
I mean, the Newcastle fans are not going to like this, but I would look at the situation and think, by the way, Liverpool are trying to conquer the world. If they sign Isak, they'll be favourites to win the Champions League.
Into the edge of the box, flicked on Ainsley. Isak! 1-0.
Yeah, Newcastle striker Alexander Isak is training alone for his old side Real Sociedad as uncertainty over his future continues.
I don't believe you.
He's left out of their pre-season tour with an apparent thigh injury. But then it emerged that he had asked to leave Newcastle this summer. Liverpool seems his most likely destination, but it could cost up to £150 million. talkSPORT's chief football correspondent Alex Crook joined Adeola Depot and Simon Jordan earlier on today, and he gave the latest on the striker's situation.
Well, where is Alexander Isak has been the big question for the past 72 hours or so, because he's certainly been conspicuous by his absence from Newcastle's training ground. I wrote about that in my notebook on the talkSPORT website on Tuesday, and we now know, in fact, he's in Spain. He's using the facilities at his former club, Real Sociedad. Newcastle, I'm told, are aware of his whereabouts. Of course, he missed their tour of Singapore with a thigh issue, but seemingly is okay to travel to Spain. And just to add an interesting little dynamic to this, Real Sociedad will stand to benefit if he does make that big money move to Liverpool this summer. Alexander Isak, they sold him for £60 million, and they've got a sell-on clause. So if they do get the £150 million British record fee, that's going to be quite a handsome amount hitting Real Sociedad's bank balance.
I know Newcastle fans want to have their say. You can call in now. Me and Gab will chat about it, and then if you're ready to go, we'll take your call straight away. 03717223344. This is the latest development in the Isak saga. What do you make of it? What do you think Newcastle fans are starting to think of him and the situation?
For me, when I first heard it last week or early on in the week, when he's refused to go on the pre-season tour, I thought, okay, he's gone. He wants out. But now, when you heard that, I think Newcastle come out with a statement saying injury. But now he's training at his old club, Real Sociedad. If he was injured or if he's fit, why is he not at Newcastle's training ground? One, he should be on the tour. I don't know how they've let him get away with it without not being on the tour. Doesn't make sense. But two, if they're letting him not come away with them in that pre-season tour, you at least got to be in the training ground with the physios. If there's no first-team players there, because they won't be all on tour, some of the younger players, you're training with them to keep your fitness, or you're with a fitness coach. To go to Spain, to your old club, I'm baffled by it, mate. And is it coming to the stage now where the fee that they might have wanted, 150, is that fee coming down?
See, I don't see that. We're talking
because
about
of his
this.
behaviour.
I don't see that. I don't see. If he was worth 140 million and you're Liverpool and you see this, you're not going to be put off by that at all.
No, I'm not saying put off, but are you looking at it?
Why would his fee come down?
Because you're looking at it of a player that maybe is going to make it difficult for himself to get back into that Newcastle team with his
why
behaviour.
would his fee come down?
Because
why would Newcastle demand less?
Because Newcastle, say if you're Liverpool, you're thinking, okay, 140, maybe we can get a bit less because it looks like what he's doing to Newcastle.
They're going to have to sell him.
Yeah, because he's going to be an unhappy player. He's not going to want to stay. His behaviour of not going on the tour, his behaviour now of going to train at your ex-club.
Have you ever heard of that before?
Never, ever, ever, ever. Ever. 2 weeks before the season starts, and he's training at Real Sociedad's training ground, who is his old club. Doesn't make sense to me.
It's difficult for the fans because when you've got a player at your club that does something like that, there's a part you want to go, oh, stick it then, go, I don't care.
Of course.
But at the same time, I don't know what that was, but at the same time, he's such an important, integral part to Newcastle and their success. You sort of turn a blind eye to it as a fan, right? You sort of think, oh, just put up with this nonsense. I don't want to lose him.
Some would, but a lot of them won't, mate. A lot of Alan Shearer's come out and says recent days, no one's speaking to the club, especially a club of Newcastle. So I just look at it as, what's next, mate? What if he doesn't get that move to Liverpool? Toys out the pram.
He'll play for Newcastle.
Yeah, but it won't be the same. It won't, mate. I don't think so.
Do you remember, was it Tevez at Man City?
It's happened before, of course.
Yeah, I never played for this club again. He played for them. It happens, right?
Yeah, but there'll be a lot of Newcastle fans, and I hope they call up. They'll have a bad taste in their mouth, the way he's acting.
What's interesting, Newcastle fans, you can call up now, 03717 2233. What's interesting is that Liverpool aren't pushing this. As in, it's not like we go Alex Cook and he says, yeah, Liverpool have had a bit of 120 turn down. I don't know why Liverpool's staying quiet. They know the deal. They know the situation. They want their man. Just go and get him. Put an offer down.
There's reasons behind the scenes that maybe they haven't yet. I mean, there's still a month left of the transfer window.
Yeah,
there's
but
plenty
it's
of
2
time.
weeks before the season
I know,
starts.
but Liverpool are more than fine with what they've got.
Yes.
Don't forget, there's only 2 weeks and then there's an international break.
Answer me this, right? 2 weeks before the season starts, and the deal's not done. He's still a Newcastle player. Does he play for Newcastle in the first game?
I don't think he does.
Wow.
I don't think he does, mate.
That's huge.
Do you know why?
Go on.
Hasn't been on the pre-season tour. When they come back, does he even train with them? He walked out of training, apparently. They were heard of a journalist when they were training in Newcastle. So if you haven't been training with a team, you're not just going to go and start the first game. What have your team been working on pre-season?
Let's speak to a Newcastle fan. We'll take calls after the break, but we've got one now. Michael's a Newcastle fan. Hi, Mike.
Hello, Michael.
Good afternoon, or good evening, lads. Are you well?
We're well, mate. How are you, Mike? You all right? You well?
Oh, living the dream, man. Living the dream.
Go on, what's happening with your star striker?
Right, look at it. Here's what it is, right, Andy. I don't know whether people do a lot of digging or they just run with it, or the general sort of consensus is, right, that he wants to go to Liverpool. Look at Liverpool. I haven't got an issue with the Liverpool Football Club.
Yeah.
Right? Because they're working class Northerners, just like myself, right? I've got no trouble with Liverpool, right? And they're flying high. They're signing everybody who are like really special players. Here's the thing. It was written that Yasser Al-Rumayyan, the chairman of Newcastle, and Pip, by the way, had flown into Newcastle and said, if we don't get a replacement, I mean, people talk about Wissa, you got to realise that we lost Wilson. That's his replacement.
Yeah.
If we don't get a star number 9 in a black and white shirt, he's going nowhere. And you have to bear this in mind as well, you know, Andy, that Newcastle's owners certainly don't need the money certainly don't need the money. If this lad wants to throw his toys out the pram, he's going to have to man up.
Mike, let me ask you
When he put a gun to his head...
Yeah, no, I get that. But Mike,
when... said, sign this contract, right? So he signed it. We took a punt on the lad. Nobody knew who he was. We put him in the limelight, and he did his magic with him. And now he wants the world.
He wants to go to a bigger club and win things.
I understand that. But you've got to still... Gabby, he signed a contract, man, only a couple of years ago.
I know.
Doesn't mean anything.
So how are you, man? You've got to be a man about it.
Yeah, but a contract doesn't mean anything. It just means you'll get more money for him.
No, Andy, what a contract means is, mate, when you sign it, you sign the contract for 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're due to obligate it.
No, well, you're not. You're not. What it does, it pushes... You know, it pushes your price...
Of course you are.
Well, I'm feeling right to say Gareth Bale signed a 3 or 4 year deal just before he left Spurs to go to Real Madrid. It doesn't mean anything, Mike.
No, but what Michael's saying is that if Newcastle want to, 3 years, let him rot there if he doesn't want to play.
That won't happen.
You could put him in the 20. Andy, you could put him in the 21.
Yeah, but Mike, here's the thing. I know you said your owners don't need the money, but the club does, right?
PSR.
No, but do you know that, though?
Yes, I do know that.
You don't actually know about the pay...
It doesn't matter how much money your owners have got, Mike.
Listen, Eddie Howe was asked about the transfers, right, at the end of the season.
Yeah.
And he said, we haven't got the PSR worries that we've had. 3 windows we haven't signed one first-team player. 3 windows. Now we've lost 2 players. Well, Star Striker wants to leave, and we've only brought 1 in. We've got Champions League football, man.
Okay, let me move it on. Let me ask you this question, Mike.
How do you like?
If he doesn't leave the club and he comes back to play for you, how will you feel after how he's treated Newcastle and the fans by not going on tour and playing and practicing with his old club?
In all honesty, if I'm completely honest with you, I think it's just the way that, because they're kids, they're not men, man. They're just bands, and they just think they can do what they like. If he wants to start playing for Sweden, we've got 3 years contract with him, right? It's up to him to mend fences, because the team, the lads in the team won't be happy about it.
How do you feel as a fan?
Look, I'd love him to go. Listen, Andy, I'd love him to go to Liverpool and shoot for the stars. That would be great, right? But we're getting turned down. Every door's getting shut in our face. And we cannot. We've already lost players. We cannot afford to give them over to Liverpool. Doesn't matter how much they put in front of the table. It's just a point of view, buddy, that's all.
Joe Michael as well, like you says, Sesko, there's talk that maybe Manchester United are favourites to get him now, so that's even more frustration for Newcastle, isn't it?
This is what I mean. If we could get Sesko in, right, cut your coat according to your cloth, take the money, get a centre-half in, and move on. That's the way it works. But if this lad is throwing his toys out the pram, this happened with Liverpool when we sold Andy Carroll for 35 million quid, right? Rafa, when Rafa let Torres go to Real Madrid, he made sure the deal was done before he brought Andy Carroll in. We sold him for 35 million quid, and we've never seen a penny of it.
Mike, listen, I've really enjoyed talking to you. I've got
Great
to
call,
let you go,
Michael.
We've got to have a break, but thank you so much for calling. Make sure you
Great
call back,
call,
Mike. Mike? Oh, he's gone. Good call. We'll take more calls, I'm guessing, from Newcastle fans.
I like the passion, though, in his voice.
I think Newcastle fans are some of the most passionate.
Of course they are.
They're great. 03717 223344. Newcastle fans, you're next. Racing driver talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Gabby Agbonlahor on Motorpoint. Thousands of cars, all unbeatable prices guaranteed. Head to motorpoint.co.uk for details. Still to come, we'll be joined in the studio by my mate, YouTuber and West Ham fan, Jack Mate. Just quickly, in F1, Max Verstappen will remain at Red Bull next season. You like F1? I don't know if I've asked you.
I do like F1. I do indeed.
It's the first day of the fifth test between England and India at the Oval. Sam Ellard and his croaky voice have been watching for talkSPORT.
And England have their 6th wicket. India 153 for 6. Jarrell has to go for 19. Atkinson on his home grounds got a 2nd wicket. Shorter ball that Jarrell looked to work into the offside on the back foot. Took the outside edge. Really good catch for Harry Brook at 2nd slip. So Jarrell goes for 19. Karen Nair is unbeaten on 21. England going along very nicely on day 1, asking India to bat first, and the tourists 153 for 6.
Sam, earlier on we were talking, in case people are just turning on the radio, about the fact that you're young, free and single and you're on Tinder or Hinge, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
A text came in asking me to ask you what would be your ideal night out or in.
Oh, night in 100%. Night in every single day of the week.
Okay,
Take away.
what would it be? Tell me. So I knock. Let's say it's me. I knock on the door at 7 o'clock. Come over.
Yeah.
No, but his mum would answer first. The door.
No,
Do you live at home?
I live by myself. That's not
sorry,
true.
mate.
Okay.
So I have done for 4 years, Gavin.
Okay. Well, you lived on your own since you were 11. So hold on. So your first date, the first date, the lady who you don't really know is coming to your house.
No, not on the first date, Andy.
So
I
where are you
never
going
said
on the
that.
first date?
All right, there's a pub not too far from me. Where the pub? Yeah, a pub/bar.
Okay.
But it's nice and quiet, so I take her there for a quiet drink.
And then what? Just to you meet for a drink. Then what?
But if it's quiet, Sam, you got no chat. Then you want
gotta
somewhere
talk.
a bit loud where you can get away with not talking.
Because I don't like going into town and paying expensive drinks, and then there's a possibility she might not see you again. So I like to go somewhere.
Do you split the bill?
Like to go? No, I don't.
You pay for it.
Well,
You see-
I think we're supposed to, aren't you?
You see, the problem there, Sam, is that you're thinking negative already, that she's not going to see me again. If you think positive...
No, but Gabby, in the past, I have booked a real sort of nice, plush restaurant in
Wimpy.
town. And then it's kind of like, no, Andy, on a serious note, you end up paying, the bill can be over 100 quid. You get the bill, and then it's like, you get a text the next morning saying, I had a really nice time, but I don't want to see you again.
That's because you turned up in a suit. Adidas Gazelles.
So now I like to go somewhere nice and local for a chill drink, and then if it goes well, we take it from there.
Okay, second date is what?
Maybe an activity like mini golf, something like that, bowling.
Okay.
Bowling, nice.
That's
And
good.
then third day, if we're getting on well, I like a night in.
Get married.
Come over.
If you can get to a third date, she's the one, right?
Honestly, so as soon as I match with her, she's the one.
So she comes over for the third date. What are you watching?
Oh, that's a really good question.
American Pie.
Oh yeah, you know what? I like watching something like First Dates, Gogglebox on a Friday night, something like
Oh,
that.
you're not watching a movie like Finding Nemo?
No, we can do, but you are. It's something like First Dates, Gogglebox, The 1% Club, something nice and easy to watch.
All right, okay.
Any more runs?
Any more? Not you personally, but any more runs?
None for me, and also none for Washington Sundar. New to the crease, Atkinson comes in, ball outside of the off stump, left alone. Good take by Jamie Smith.
He's good at his job,
of the
isn't he?
50th over. Washington Sundar yet to get off the mark.
Yeah.
Karen Nair's got 21. India 153 for 6.
Love it,
Work
Sam.
from the 15-year-old Sam Ellard. More from him a bit later on. Let's go to the phone lines. We're talking about Newcastle and Isaac training with his former club. 03717223344 is the number that Azram has dialed. Hi, Azram.
Hello, Azram.
Hi, good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm very well. Yourself?
Azram, can I guess your age based purely on your voice?
Go on.
Just count to 5 for me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'll tell you
40.
I was going to say 37. 37 and 40 we got.
You're about 10 years off. 46, mate.
46.
I was close.
Sound good. Sound good. What would you like to say, Azram?
Okay, so a couple of things really. Firstly, I think we're just all dancing around handbags. To be honest with you, we've arrived at the point of no return. Okay, he can't come back from this. I don't think.
Blimey.
Absolutely. Let me just ask you one thing. If Alex Ferguson was the manager of Newcastle United today, do you think Isak will be kicking a football again in a black and white shirt?
No.
Wait, hold on. I don't think we'll be in this situation.
No, absolutely. You're absolutely right. But how do you find? I mean, we were the one.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't.
We were with Beckham and so on and so
Well,
forth.
if you're Eddie Howe, you've got to tread carefully just in case he doesn't go, and you have to bring him back in, don't you?
But No, I don't think you can. I think we've arrived at the point of no return. I think actually, you said in a previous call that why aren't Liverpool just tabling a bid?
Yeah.
I think Liverpool are actually playing a blinder here, and I don't think anyone actually realises. What they're actually doing is letting Newcastle implode, okay, and then saying, well, actually, you've arrived at the point of no return now. Your player doesn't want to play for you.
Fee goes down.
And the value goes down.
Yeah, but what happens? Because the owner has said that if they don't get a big name in, he's going nowhere.
Yeah, but that's all talk, isn't it? That's all talk. They're not going to allow a player of his value, a player of his stature, sat on the bench. It's just not going to happen. He doesn't want to kick another football in a black and white shirt, and you just have to accept that. A contract is a contract, but it doesn't mean that it's not worth the paper it's written on anymore.
That's right. Thanks for your call. I just want to take one more. I want to squeeze this a minute. Great call.
Yes, well done, mate.
Robert's a Liverpool fan. Hi, Bob.
Hello, Bob.
Hi, Andy. Hi, how are you guys? You're right. Yeah, just the earlier Newcastle caller that was talking about how Isak has been behaving. Obviously, you lot have mentioned before that how football makes hypocrites of everybody. Isn't Johan Visser doing the same thing?
Yep.
And I hear no issue from Newcastle fans about taking him in. So basically, what my point is this kind of thing happens with Isak. I don't know if he will sign for Liverpool or not. They're saying it's a point of no return. However, like if he comes back into the fold and scores a couple of goals, one against Liverpool in the second game of the season, they'll all be forgotten.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then lastly, to Newcastle fans and to the 80% of the people that were trying to tell Liverpool fans, you know, should have wished Trent well when he was leaving. How come no one wants to wish Isak well? He's been there for 3 years. He's not from the area. He's won them the cup, and they want to get a record fee. Shouldn't everyone be wishing him well?
He's their best player. You don't, I love Trent, but he wasn't your best player, right? He was up there, but he certainly wasn't.
He was up there. He was our vice captain, Andy.
I know, but he wasn't your best. If it was Mohamed Salah doing that, you'd all have problems.
Not really. We had a problem with Trent leaving on the free.
I know.
We were told that we needed to wish him well because he's given everything for the club. And he's going on to better things.
So,
like we say, football's a food chain, right? So Real Madrid are above us. We're above Newcastle.
So did you say Newcastle and Liverpool play second game?
Yeah.
Who's at home?
St James's Park. Newcastle at home.
Oh, imagine if he goes to Liverpool 3-4 days before that game and starts.
I don't think he'll be playing if he does.
Why not?
Oh, he will.
Why not?
What you
Why
pay?
not?
You pay 150 million. He starts on the bench.
Playing, mate.
No, that's not my decision. But you know how football can be political. The manager can just.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that, mate.
Robert, I love the fact you actually had to say to us, "It's not my decision." Like we thought.
That's the case. There's only confusion. Do you know what I mean?
Like we thought. Why has Robert decided to leave him on the bench? Liverpool pay 150. Rob, great call. Thanks for that,
call,
pal.
mate.
Yeah.
That's some great
That'll
calls.
be some game, though. If he signs before that game, dear Lord.
It'd be amazing.
Oh, you'd just be there, wouldn't you? Hour and a half before kick-off, just glued to the TV.
Imagine the booze.
When's he coming out to warm up? When's he coming out? Come on. Come on.
Scores the winner. I'll tell you now. I'll tell you now. He scores the winner in that game. Not even signed, but he scores the winner. In fact, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll make a prediction. Whatever side he's on, he scores the winner that day.
I agree.
Yeah.
What celebration if he scores it for Liverpool?
Oh, just nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah. Well, it depends how Newcastle fans treat him.
And then we all celebration.
Well, it won't be that. If they're booing him for 89 minutes and he scores the winner, he's going for it.
Running there for the pitch.
Yeah.
Liverpool fans.
Yeah, big time. Still to come, we'll be joined in the studio by my mate, YouTuber and West Ham fan, Jack, mate. We can't wait for that. First, it's time for no Googling. We want to know which player holds the record for scoring at least 10 Premier League goals in the most consecutive seasons. Which player holds the record for scoring at least 10 Premier League goals in the most consecutive seasons? The answer to that and more coming up. And Jack, mate, right after this, Live and Drive on talkSPORT.
Over the last few years, Formula One has gone from elitist and insular to a global entertainment brand. The transformation's down to American investment group Liberty Media, who cultivated a new image for the sport since buying it in 2016. Better access to drivers, improved content on social media, and tapping into the US market have given F1 a massive boost in both attention and revenues. But is everyone happy? The fans certainly are, as evidenced by Drive to Survive. Almost 7 million people per season have tuned in to get all the gossip and all the drama from the paddock. The extra exposure means the drivers can demand a higher salary too. In 2010, the top drivers were earning $20 million a year, which isn't bad. But now, the very best earn 3 times that, with Max Verstappen getting a whopping $65 million in 2025. But money doesn't always buy happiness. Some drivers, including Verstappen, don't like the pageantry the changes have brought about. In Las Vegas in 2023, Verstappen said the drivers were made to look like clowns, and the event was 99% performance and 1% race. Some purists who still watch the sport feel the same, and that the spirit of competition has suffered. But Formula One and Liberty Media don't look like slowing down anytime soon. So expect more races, major events and exclusive access in future.
I just said we've got our guest here, Jack. I'll introduce you properly, but I just said we're going to play a great song for you, but we didn't have time to check it.
Oh, I thought this was it.
No, this is not it. But this is Saturday Night Fever, isn't it? Night Fever Night. Oh, no.
What was the song you said?
Naughty by Nature Hip Hop Parade.
Never heard of it.
Hip Hop Parade. Oh, hey, that one.
In your 50s.
That's a great tune, that is, I love you. That's about 30 years old. Wish I was. Before the break, answer the question: which player holds the record for scoring at least 10 Premier League goals in the most consecutive seasons? Do you want to guess? Jack, do you want to guess?
No. Lampard.
No. I'll give you a clue.
Me?
What's the big thing that you see that moves like blocks and you see loads of them in London?
Oh, it's Harry Kane.
You're crying. Following us at 7, Hugh Wozencroft brings you the Transfer Insiders. Tonight he has transfer guru Alex Crook alongside him. Now, you've just heard his voice. I'm delighted to welcome into the studio podcaster, content creator, whatever that means, big West Ham fan, and my mate, Jack Mate, is here.
Thanks for having me, mate.
How are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. Can you add DJ into that as well?
Oh, yeah, you're DJing in Carlisle tomorrow.
Yeah, press and play on a MacBook and stand.
That is all you do. You just
literally that. Yeah.
How is that a thing nowadays?
I don't know. Kids love it, don't they?
They love music. Do they? Do you get paid for that?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit of pocket money. We're doing me and my podcast co-host Stevie. We're on 2 different tracks doing the silent disco at Kendall Calling. So we're kind of battling for listens.
All right, okay.
So that's why I want some tunes from you guys. Suggest me some tunes.
Naughty by Nature is mine. What would you go for?
Depends what music. Well, you got to get the crowd going, Gabby.
What do you mean? What music?
No, I'm saying like to get the crowd going. You need like a house band.
What would get you up on your feet?
Yeah.
Bit of black coffee.
A Twix.
Okay.
A Twix. No,
Big Mac. That get me up. Hey, it's lovely to see you, Jack.
Yeah, you too, mate.
Listen, everyone knows who you are, but Gabby's like the older generation, so he was like, I don't get what. And I said, you've got a YouTube channel. I've been on that a few times.
Yes.
And by the way, I've done 2.
Yeah, good apps.
Thank you. Anyone done 3?
Mate, we had Example on yesterday. That was his 5th.
I need to get that.
Yeah,
people say I look like Example. Can you see that or not? Genuinely.
No. Not really, no.
Can you not see it? He's a good looking lad, though.
No, sure he is, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'd say to Gab, you had some wonderful guests on. They range, I mean, there's no sort of like rhyme or reason as to who you choose.
Sports stars.
Give us like your top 5, in your opinion. Who would you say your favourite guests are on your show?
Well, I'm a massive West Ham fan. Gab, and we had Mark Noble on. So that was a special moment for me.
Lady Nobs, legend.
We've had Ricky Gervais, Johnny Knoxville.
How did you get Johnny Knoxville?
It was a weird one, that. It was a weird one. He's, I think Spotify sorted it, but it's clear he's had a few bangs to the head.
Oh, okay.
He's had the whole thing with the bull. Like, you'd ask him a question, it'd be like he was buffering in real life. But he's a cool guy.
Really?
He's a cool guy. Luke Littler, Luke Humphreys, all the darts players.
Anyone called Luke Skulker?
He's on there, Chadwick.
You also said the Mafia fella. Who's that?
Oh, yeah, a guy called Michael Francis. He was like head boss in the New York crime family.
Back in the day.
Oh, all over that.
Yeah, and then I was in Vegas recently, and I went to the Mob Museum, and there's a big picture of him on the wall.
Wow.
So I was like, yeah, it must be the real deal.
What were you in Vegas for?
Playing poker.
How did you get on?
Not very well, mate. I've never ever made a pound from poker.
See, it's great that you. So you.
It's a good game, though.
You got involved in poker. They're playing Texas Hold'em, right? I'm guessing.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
And you and I, we hung out as well. In Telford.
Yeah.
But it was at the UK Pool Championships, which is one of the reasons why you're in today. Another one because I love you, but I lost a bet with you as to how many racks you would win.
You said I wouldn't win 2 in a game.
Yes.
And I did.
And in the first match, you got absolutely hammered. You played Neil's Fine.
Yeah.
And you smashed it. I think 9-1. But I know. But he was literally mucking about.
No, he weren't.
I saw it, Jack.
He said it was a tough battle for a guy that's never picked up a cue.
But in your second round match, you actually had the brother of
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
He's a 9-ball pool player.
He's a half decent player. Yeah. Is he not?
He's not.
Is he tall?
No, he's not tall. No, he's not. He kept chatting Fiona up, my partner.
What, during the game?
Yeah, it's putting me off.
Did he really?
Yeah.
What was the score in that?
The 9-2.
You got 2.
Yeah, he potted the wrong one to pot.
What do you mean he potted the wrong one?
You pot the wrong one, you'd lose.
Yeah, and he did that.
I think so.
And you said he's a decent player.
Yeah, but we all make mistakes.
Doesn't it?
Have you ever won a game at any of these you've done?
I've won racks. The most I've won in one match is 5.
Right.
But I'm off on Monday.
You are, and you're playing against like the GOAT or something,
yeah,
aren't you?
or the Paul Strickland. No, he's playing the GOAT. That was made worse with the win.
On the end of an absolute thumping.
Yeah, you'll get a thumping in a minute, Jack. Did you enjoy? My point was though, did you enjoy it because with this and the DJing, and of course we just mentioned that you were playing Texas Hold'em.
Yeah,
these aren't necessarily industries that you're familiar with, but you're having fun at it.
I just do anything, because like a YouTuber, like how long's that going to last? Like I always think this could be my last year doing all this.
Do you though? Because it's flying, right?
Yeah, it's going all right. It's going all right, but you can get cancelled for anything these days, can't you?
Just be careful.
One wrong move, one wrong move.
Can you?
Yeah.
Even in that world, Ron.
You got to be careful what you say. Yeah. But when the guys asked me if I wanted to do the UK Open, I've literally never picked up a cue before, apart from like being drunk in a pub at like 2 a.m.
As you do.
Yeah.
When we were there, right, 20 minutes before his first ever match, he then looked at me and went, "What are the rules? What do I hit?" And then I said, "If you pot the 9 ball, you win the rack." And so he got down to hit the 9. I went, no, you got to hit the white first. But you had no idea.
No, not a clue.
On, by the way,
Telford, hidden beauty.
Wow, it really is hidden.
Is it?
Yeah.
What
Have you been to Telford?
No.
What part?
I just went to. There's this park in Telford. We were speaking about this on my podcast, and people disagreed in the DMs. But there's a park in Telford. It's like the best park in the world. It's like massive. There's lakes, beautiful people running around. Like, I don't know why I've said that. Yeah, Telford is.
That often makes a good park.
Yeah,
people running around. Let's talk about football, right? I know you're with us. You're going to stay with us to the end of the show. You're going to help us out with the end of the show quiz. But you're a big West Ham fan.
Yes, mate.
In fact, so much so when I was describing you to people earlier on, I talked about the fact you've got a Jesse Lingard tattoo on you by Jesse Lingard.
Yeah, he did the tattoo.
Really?
Where? Yeah. Do you want to see it, Gab?
Yeah.
Let's have a little look.
Tell us a bit about.
There you go. It's on there.
So it's his logo.
Done that.
And he did it. Why did that happen?
So when he joined West Ham, obviously he weren't flying at United. Came to us, and then I think I tweeted saying, if he scores, like he scored 8 or 9, I can't quite remember, but I said if he scores 8 goals, I'll get the logo tattooed on my leg. He was only there half a season, and he was flying when he had a purple patch with us, smashed it, and then he tweeted saying, "I want to see it now," and I said, "Why don't you come and do it yourself?" And he came down and
he did it.
He actually did it. Yeah.
Had he ever tattooed before?
Nah, of course he hadn't.
So when I've never done it, but when you're tattooing, presumably the amount of weight you're putting on the pen is.
Oh yeah,
quite important.
yeah,
Right, okay.
Yeah. I think he's pressing quite hard on that. And then fast forward maybe 6 months, I'm there at London Stadium watching West Ham play Man United. He's back at Man United. He scores the winner against us, and I've got that on my leg forever.
Well, you
didn't have shorts on, did you?
Probably did. Yeah.
You and I had a bet as to who would win the more racks, or I can't remember. Oh no, it was the bet of 2 racks.
Yeah.
And you won that, so that's why you're in it. But your defeat of that bet would have been you getting a tattoo with my
of your face.
Yeah,
which I'll still do.
Do you want to double that for Florida if I win either match? I've got to win the match. I mean, I'm not going to win the first match.
Okay, so you win the match, I get your face tattooed on me.
Yeah, and if not, I'll get you back in.
Okay.
Is that all right? Okay. Let's talk about your team, West Ham.
Yeah.
14th last season. When we're looking at clubs, we were talking, Gab and I, earlier on and yesterday, about clubs that might struggle to stay in the Premier League. I think this was on the back of Everton chat. Was that today, Everton chat?
Yes,
yesterday?
today.
Someone phoned up and mentioned Everton. West Ham was another club as well. What do you make of what's going on at your club and where you're at?
That's a tough one, isn't it? Well, firstly, I never wanted us to get rid of Moisey. Loved Moisey. I loved him that night that he gave us in Prague. Me and my dad were there in tears. Like, we'll never forget that. I think, I just don't know why half the fans turned on him, but obviously everyone has
a style of football, right?
Yeah, but what's better, like playing exciting football and losing every week?
What's the style of football now?
I don't know.
Nothing.
West Ham fans talk about the West Ham way.
Yeah.
What is that?
What is that?
What does that mean?
That sort of goes back to Bobby Moore and Brooking and Devonshire and Lampard and the elder Lampard.
Yeah. You saw Bobby Moore's debut, didn't you?
I was ball boy for it. Yeah, I was in goal.
But no, obviously we had that Lopetegui. Didn't think much of him at all. It was just more of the same, really, but just without results.
Are you a fan of Potter? Or
yeah, I am.
You are.
Yeah, I think he's going to come good. I just think we need to get a few players in. The keeper, Areola's a lovely bloke, but he's been a bit shaky last year.
Yeah.
Midfield's way too slow, so we need some reinforcements there. I like Fulkrug though. He's got a bit about him. I think he's going to do well. But I think we're in big trouble.
Do you?
You've lost Kudus, haven't you? Need someone big to replace him.
Rat.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Rat?
What do you mean, rat? Why is he a rat?
He's gone Spurs and he's going, So, have you not seen the videos of him joining? Doctors put the thing on his heart.
Yeah, that's awful.
You'll find Spurs in there.
Oh, that's terrible.
So
terrible.
When Spurs play West Ham, will it be a bit spicy?
There'll be a bad reception, yeah. There'll be a bad reception. Not for me, I won't be there. I'll be on the sofa at home. That one, the West Ham fans.
You mentioned Fulkrug. He scored for you in the pre-season, right?
Yeah, last night we beat...
Was it last night, that one?
Yeah, I think so.
Back for the days.
Yeah.
Do you think that pre-season matches and results mean anything?
Nah. Man United beat us the other day.
That's a good win for us as well.
Yeah. Nah, do you?
Well, we were talking about this. Gabby made a good point. The last pre-season before the season starts, where probably
it's normally like 7 days before the season starts. That game normally will be the starting team the week afterwards.
Oh, okay.
But all the other ones, everyone's on different fitness. I don't think it matters.
Would you go out and would you try in a pre-season when you were playing?
Are we on there? Yeah. No, of course you would try. But the big thing as well is you don't want to get injured.
Right.
So you're not going in for silly tackles. There's no point getting a big injury. It's getting like 60 minutes, then can you get 75, then can you get like 90 minutes under your belt.
Right.
That's the big thing.
So if you lost the game pre-season, you wouldn't be back in the change room after.
No, no one would be bothered at all.
Right.
Yeah. I'm quite proud of it. I didn't know we were doing this. West Ham winner stays on.
Oh.
So I'm going to mention players to you and you've got to say either or.
Okay.
Mark Noble wins.
Apparently the internet people... I can hear the cockerel.
Harry Durham's always doing it with the darts players for talkSPORT. Harry Durham.
Who's that?
Yeah. Apparently it works out. I've never seen it before.
What? So have I got to do who I like more?
If you wait, I'll explain them all to you.
Sorry, go on.
Blimey, this is not your podcast. Right, time for a bit of West Ham winner stays on. Here we go. I'm going to name a pair of players. You have to pick who you think was a better player for your beloved West Ham, and the winner stays on until the next round.
I like
Good
it.
luck. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Have you got any music underneath, Jack? Have you got anything? So Jack probably needs about 2 days to prepare for something like that. James Collins or Kurt Zouma?
Oh, let's go Ginger Pele.
Okay, James Collins. James Collins or Anton Ferdinand?
Ooh, James Collins.
Sorry, what is Daniel Bedingfield?
It's a tune though.
Who are you going for?
James Collins.
James Collins or Michael Carrick?
Carrick weren't there long enough, so I'm going Collins.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah.
James Collins or Andy Carroll?
Oh, Carroll was underrated. That goal he scored against Palace. Let's go Carroll.
Okay, Andy Carroll or Mohamed Kudus? I know you're going to say that. Andy Carroll or Jesse Lingard?
Carroll.
Carroll or Lanzini?
Oh, Lanzini.
Okay, now it's getting tough.
Yeah.
Lanzini. Oh, this is for your love of the player as well.
Okay, the whole package.
Yeah, Lanzini or Carlton Cole? We love Carlton Cole.
We do love Carlton Cole. It's got to be Lanzini though.
Okay.
Oh.
Lanzini or Dimitri Payet?
Oh, come on, Andy. Dimmy.
Sorry, you know I'm off air at 7. What time's this list end? Hold on.
We're doing every player to ever play for West Ham.
Where are we at now? We haven't
Payet.
even got Julian Dixon here. Is that before your time?
Before my time.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you're ready.
Who's your winner there?
Payet.
Dimitri Payet or Thomas Souček?
Oh. Souček's a legend. He's underappreciated.
Those free kicks, though.
Who are you going for?
I'm going Souček.
Souček or Joey Cole? I love Joe Cole.
But he left.
It's
Didn't
getting tough now. This. It's getting
He's
tough.
getting tough.
I'm going Souček.
Souček or Scotty Parker? 5 left.
Oh, 3 Hammer of the Years in a row, but he did go Spurs, so let's go Souček.
Souček or Declan Rice?
Ah, Declan. Probably one of the best players I've ever seen in the West Ham
Okay,
club.
now are you ready for this? Have you got? Can you change your tension bed music, Jack? Declan Rice or Jared Bowen?
Oh. Jared Bowen is a bigger club legend.
That's tension bed, is it? By the way, that person in there wants a free drink in the pub in about 12 minutes.
Is that the novel tunes? That I know that tune.
That's relevant. Take Heart. That's before your time.
Yeah. I'm going to go Jared Bowen.
Jared Bowen or Mark Noble?
Mark Noble.
Mark Noble, last one. Or Bobby Moore?
Well, I never saw Bobby Moore play.
Okay, or Paolo Di Canio?
Oh.
Last one.
Paolo Di Canio.
Paolo Di Canio over Mark Noble?
No,
My favourite player ever.
Was there?
Yeah.
Paolo.
Top player.
Yeah.
When we come back, you can help us out with the end of show quiz?
Yes. Yeah.
Just history.
Yeah. I've got a question for you, Gabby, as well.
go on,
hold on. Can you
done.
save that question?
Yeah.
Save that question. So that question
Can you
and the
tell
end of
me
show
it?
quiz. Don't tell him.
Oh, damn.
Coming up live
Want
on
to do some
Jarvis
research?
after this. It's your song, isn't it?
Yeah, it's my song.
Not your song by Elton John.
No.
This is Driver talkSPORT with me, Andy Goldstein Gabby Agbonlahor, Motorpoint, new car, same-day drive-by available on all cars. Book a test drive today. Reminder at 7, Hugh Grok brings you the Transfer Insiders. Tonight he's got our very own Alex Crook alongside him, our transfer guru. Right, more from Jack, mate, in just a moment. But, of course, it's the first day of the 5th test between England and India at the Oval. Watching for talkSPORT is Hinge's very own Sam Ellard. Hi, Sam.
India, hi, Andy. India 179 for 6. We're playing a little bit longer this evening because of the rain delays earlier on, so can play until 7:30 this evening. 6-wicket partnership, 7th-wicket partnership even, worth 26 runs. Karen Nair battling hard on 40. Washington Sundar not out on 6, but Tongue and Overton both bowling beautifully, beating the outside edge on a couple of occasions. There's been a couple of half-hearted LBW shouts. They're starting to get a little bit gloomy at the Oval, so the ball's doing a little bit. It's been a tough day for India, but right at the end of it, they're fighting hard. We've got half an hour or so to go on day one, a long day one of this 5th test match. India 179 for 6.
Sam, we've got Jack with us, Jack, mate, in the studio. He's got a question for you. We've been talking about you on social media and dating apps all afternoon. He's got a question for you. Is that all right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Hi, Sam. Big fan of your work, mate. I've heard that you're pretty rampant on Hinge. I just want to know, if you take a lovely lady out on a date, what's your icebreaker question, Sam?
Do you listen to talkSPORT?
Of course I do.
No, that's the question.
Okay, that's very dry. I like it.
I can't for the life of me understand why you've never had a second date.
It's crazy, isn't it? Right? Absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not even there. We go.
I would change that question.
To what we got, 3 of you sat there like you're, have you guys got any advice? Or are you going to just sit there and
come off dating apps?
I've got a good one for you, Sam.
Here we go.
Sam, you could say, how much does a polar bear weigh?
Oh, not the great ice. Yeah.
Oh,
Are you single?
Yeah. Yeah, I am, Sam.
Yeah, well,
you will be for a long time as well.
No, maybe we both should go. Maybe we should both go out together.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Jack.
I'd like to see both of you out for one night, but I'd say that's a big no.
Let's make it happen, Jack.
Again, that's a big no. Sam, thanks for wonderful work. Thanks, man. Right, as you've, I'm sure, just been made aware and have been since Jack came into the studio, we are joined by podcaster, content creator, DJ, nine-ball pool player, dart player. You played darts?
Yeah.
You played doubles, didn't you? Celebrity doubles?
Yeah.
Who was that? Was that ages ago? I saw that pop up
I had
again.
Fallon Sherrick as my partner first time.
Okay.
Then Big John Henderson second time. And smashed up Angry Ginge.
Oh, okay.
Good. Smash you, I reckon.
How many 180s you got?
17 and counting.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, proper player. Before we move on, you got a question. Just before the break, you said I got a question for Gabby, and I went, hold on.
Yeah. Gabby, I've been loving you on talkSPORT all week, mate.
Yeah.
And I just want to ask you, can you name me one president that's in Mount Rushmore?
I can. Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, he's done it for not Reagan then. Not Reagan.
Jack takes me straight after Reagan.
Reagan, same thing.
Right, we've got 3 minutes, just under. It's time now for this.
You're fired. Goodbye.
Not quite sure what the water was there. It's our brand new feature, Jack, Sack and Crack, where we put some current managers' names to West Ham fan Jack, mate, and he has to tell us whether they'll get the sack or whether they will crack in the Premier League this season. I don't know if that means they'll crack, as in they'll be no good, or they'll crack the Premier League, so they will be good. Let's do that. Either you sack them, or they'll crack the Premier, so they'll be good.
Okay.
So rubbish or good.
Yeah.
So sack is rubbish and
crack is they've smashed it.
Graham Potter at West Ham, will he get sacked or will he crack it?
Is there a neutral one here or not?
No.
You got to go one way or the other.
Well, it's sack. You're Jack. So
I'm
that's
Jack.
that out of the equation.
Yeah.
And sack or crack.
Oh, the crack. Let's believe.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think he'll crack it.
Yeah.
Ruben Amorim at Man United.
Sacked. Sacked by November, mate.
Okay.
Gone.
Do you want to come back to this? You'll be cracked. Mikel Arteta at Arsenal.
He won't get sacked, but sack.
Okay. And last one is Sam Ellard on a dating app.
Crack.
Yeah, we all agree with that. You've been wonderful. Thanks, you. Where can people find you on YouTube?
Just go on Spotify. Chuck in Happy Hour podcast. It's good fun.
Okay, come to the pub?
Yes, I'd love to, mate.
Gabby, come to the pub?
Why not?
Good. We will all see you there. You're more than welcome to join us. The pub is... We'll be back tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Have a good evening. Be safe, everyone. Be safe.